Yo, how y'all doing? Welcome back to the new and improved Censored Minds. Unfortunately, last week the clean house, um, and throughout this week, y'all been seeing little tidbits here and there about each not being here, each no longer being a part of the show, and we gotta respect her wishes. So, as y'all come to understand and come to see, this is the new Censored Minds with just me, Nell Jakes, and we got Pastor Zeke in the back. He about to come as well. But because we are such great friends and such so loyal to each other, Aisha's here in the comments. So just because she's no longer a part of the cast doesn't mean that she can't still be a part of the community. So welcome to another episode of Uncensored Censored Minds. Sit back and relax. So I'm gonna channel the words of our former host. Go get your I don't even know if I'm saying it right, but go get your shit. Oh, I'm a pastor. I can't curse. I'm sorry.
Oh no.
Oh, can't curse. But go get your snacks, go get your wine, go get your water, go get everything that you need to get, and sit back and listen to what we gotta say tonight. You dig? So Uncensored Minds, episode 185. A new reckoning.
Oh man. What you mute?
I was backstage losing it. I was losing it.
What's up, Ish?
What's up?
So everybody thought you was going and out of here.
I know, I know.
Tell them you ain't going nowhere. We like to have
I'm
fun.
just telling y'all, yes, we do. And I'm just telling y'all right now, I understand that we have Pastor Zeke and we have Nell Jakes. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to hell with gasoline draws on. Understand me, okay? I can't tame this mouth. I can't tame this freak shit that I love. Let me stop.
Somebody
What's
pass.
up, y'all?
Somebody pass this woman the ties, please.
Yes. What's up, everybody in the chat? Kanji, I see y'all.
First and foremost, man, welcome to Censored Minds.
Censored.
How's everybody doing today, man? I'm Pastor Zeke, man.
I'm wonderful, man. I had a very good week.
How y'all doing, Kanji? I had a horrible. Well, it wasn't even horrible. It's just like it's an example of life,
Okay.
It's an example of life, man. Are you all right, Miss Dirty Mouth?
I'm okay, but before we move any further, like happy Father's Day. Please send some love to the fathers, guys. Put some hearts in the chat for all the fathers. We love you. We appreciate y'all. Most importantly, we need y'all. We do.
Yeah.
Okay. Shout out to the fathers. Um, I hope today was good for you guys, and some hearts for all the fathers who aren't here that left their mark on everybody's lives and hearts. We love all of you guys. Thank you.
Happy Father's Day to one and to all, and rest in peace to my father. I do want to say that I did go out to lunch today, y'all, and guess what? I didn't see no fathers.
No fathers. No restaurants was not packed. Nothing was busy and crowded.
I didn't see no fathers. So
I didn't see anybody on the corner selling flowers for the fathers or baskets, Father's Day baskets.
it's a bad, it's a bad John. It's a bad John. But shout out to my circle in specific, because a lot of us didn't have a father, and the majority of us are great fathers. So I want to say shout out to my circle specifically. I'm proud of each and every one of y'all. Um, we definitely, making up for lost time. I mean, I'm behaving tonight, so y'all. I mean? Y'all, y'all better hold this down, because I'm behaving tonight. I'm on my good behavior. It is what it is. I'm gonna tell y'all. Before I get into my sermon for this week, I'm gonna tell y'all something that happened to me yesterday, and I just gotta laugh at things that happen in life, man. So yesterday, I woke up and I went outside to make my early morning errands before I get ready to go to work. And as soon as I opened the door, like my car might have been like a block down from me, but I could see that like something was off with my car, right, y'all? So I walk up to my car. The whole trunk is smashed into the back seat. The car is pushed up on the pavement. It's somebody hit it so hard from the back that it smashed into a minivan that's in front of it. So the whole car is just totaled at this point. And shout out to my peoples. Shout out to the Teller gang. One for all for one. Peoples came through, and they was like looking like, you cool? Like, what's up? And it's like, it ain't nobody that ain't nobody around that we could be like angry or do something to. So it was like, they like, yo, you like, why you not upset? And it's like, for what? So it's like, for what, man? So I know in that specific moment, I could see that, I'm so at peace and I understand that life is going to life and I got full coverage insurance. So I'm going to be inconvenienced for a little bit, but I'm good.
Absolutely. Now you can get 2025 now and shit. That's
I mean. I mean? So, that is my story time for this week. And I just want to say that, life is going life. The so hard that they had to hit my car. I thought somebody had died. The damage that was done to my car, somebody had died. But, that's still yet to be determined, The police said there was no reports of anything happening at all. So, it's just life going life, man. Life going life. But, everything's all good.
Right. Damn, that's wild.
My weekend.
I want to give a big shout out to both my fathers. I wouldn't be sitting up here today if I wasn't without being the man that I am today without those two. The examples that they've shown me, that life lessons that has been bestowed upon me. I want to say thank you to both those men for helping to shape me and all the other men that's in around us. Like T said, our circle is dope because 95% of us, actually 98% of us, I would say, came from a home without a father.
Right.
Turned it around and made themselves great fathers. So without having too many examples, they took it upon themselves to be a teacher to themselves and to learn from their past hurts and inexperience to be great fathers. And that's why we talk the way we talk on here, because we have so many examples of things that have not went our way in life, or we have not experienced or had opportunity to have, like many others, but we still kind of made it through, and we made it through the other side better than some people have. So, if there's a will, there's a way. And if you're committed to something, it's going to happen.
Thanks. All right. So before I get into my sermon for this week, man, can I get an amen real quick, people?
Mm-hmm. Amen.
Shout out to the kanji, man. We appreciate y'all. We can pass these ties around, all things of that nature.
Collect around.
I need to ask both of y'all for permission, man. I need to ask both of y'all for permission because I want to bring both of y'all to the pulpit.
Bring me.
And I just want y'all to be my sacrificial lambs this week.
Sacrificial?
Yeah, I need y'all to be my sacrificial lambs this week.
Okay.
I wanna like break something down, or I just want to say my side of something, and I don't want to ruffle any feathers. Is what I'm saying.
Go ahead, let's hear it. The new sense of
dope.
Let's have Sunday school.
All right, we're gonna have a little Sunday sermon, everybody. Just make sure y'all pay attention and do this.
It'll be hard.
Try to do this. Try to do this. like I said, I want to bring my co-host to the pulpit real quick, and there was a little, debatable spat, a little back and forth between these two last week, and I seen people, on the other side of it saying, "We're so proud of Ish for, holding her composure. We're
I
so
did.
proud that she held it down." And I want to give my side of what I think happened because I feel like although both of y'all were right, I feel like both of y'all were a little wrong. I feel like and like I always say, in certain instances, both people and both things can be right. I'm just gonna play a little clip of what happened last week, so y'all can. That's the best thing about this right here is that we can go back and watch ourselves.
That's right. Yep.
So I'm gonna play a little clip about what happened last week, and then I'm gonna tell y'all my feelings on it, and then we'll move on with the rest of the show. This is a whole full episode for y'all tonight. Y'all getting a full episode, including entertainment quick spin. So just buckle up because it's gonna get bumpy, man. But here's the clip, people.
Oh, that's not easy, and it's okay for it not to be easy. The problem is when you don't face the reality of it. That's what it is. We can't beat somebody up because they want to feel a certain way or have emotions about shit. That's not the way that people are going to grow. If we keep knocking people down because they can have to show some sort of emotion to process it, then they're never going to fucking do it. So people are never going to stand in their truth or want to hear the truth if every time we turn around, we're saying, oh, but you don't want to hear it and you're going to have emotions behind it. So I think it's okay for people to one stand in their truth and understand what is happening, listen, okay to process the emotion, whether it's good or bad, and try to
Feeding
get
the
through it.
bullshit to him. You feeding the bullshit to him at the
That's
end of
not feeding
the
bullshit.
day.
I live it
You know
every
why?
day.
You know why
Wait a
it's
minute, hold on
bullshit?
now. Wait a minute, hold
No,
on.
you know
Let me
why
just
it's
say that,
bullshit?
and then you can say what you want to say.
You know why it's bullshit?
No, it's not bullshit. This
You know
is
why it's
why
bullshit?
people,
You know
but this
why
is
it's
why
bullshit? Because
people
we on
can't.
the other, we're not as the
Look,
man. We can't. Y'all don't want us to say that shit because we
but
gotta
I
continue to.
understand
Oh,
that.
well,
But
you
this
supposed
is
to
what,
be. You supposed to
right.
love me. You not supposed to talk to me like that. It ain't
But
what
this
you
is
said. It's
what
how you say it. We
I
get so
get
much
you.
get flack for whatever. So you telling
I
them.
get you. No, it's not false lies. How is telling somebody to learn to stand and hearing the truth a lie?
I didn't
How
say
is that a lie?
I
He
didn't
just
say
said
it's a
that.
lie.
He
I
just
did
said
not
you are
say
feeding them a
I
lie.
did
No,
not
wait.
say
What did you
telling
say?
somebody to stand in their truth is a lie. I never said that because I
Well,
just
that's
said
what I just
we
said.
accept the truth. What I said to you is telling these people that we can't hold them accountable when we
No,
tell them
I
the
did
truth
not
and they
say
don't
that.
get
That's not what I
that's
said.
wrong.
All
That's
right,
not what I said.
hold
What
on.
I said, that's not what I said. I said people have to learn to stand in their truth,
And you
to
also
hear the truth, so this
said
way
that to
that
the
you can
person
process it.
who
Hold on. No, let her finish it. Go
you
ahead.
got
Wait, I want to finish it. It's okay. I get it. Your perception of what I said was that I'm feeding people lies, and I get it. All I said, this is what I said. I said, stand in your truth so that you can hear the truth and allow your emotions to be so that way you can get through the pain.
All right, now I don't even want y'all to respond on this. I just want to give y'all my little piece of it, and then we can move on to the rest of the show. But I do want to say to both of y'all, this debate going back and forth is great. Y'all know I like it. I employ it. I welcome it. I bring it on. But I feel like this was a great piece for us to see each other and how communication breaks, and sometimes that could cause an issue. And I also want to say that I'm proud of both of y'all because y'all have carried it. Like the emotions of that, we let it go, we moved on, whatever. Y'all have carried it, and it didn't take y'all 10 years. And we could just move on about our day and continue on with the continue on.
Hey.
But I do want to say that as much as I understand your point now, as a man, because that's what we go through every time we're trying to get somewhere, that emotional thing that women do when they weaponize emotions, that hinders the whole process. So Isha's main point wasn't that that's excusable. Her point was that women have these certain emotions and you have to just allow them that space and then they can move past it. But we have these conversations where you say it's not your tone, it's what you said. It's not just, but sometimes it's both of them. Sometimes it's both of them. So like certain times, even if your tone isn't like super aggressive, sometimes when you over talk a female, like you can see Ish shutting down. So sometimes that's why I said, hold on, just let her finish, because when you don't let them finish, they will shut down, and then nothing's going to get accomplished because they shut down. And on Isha's side, that emotional thing, that's why I said be careful with the weaponizing of emotions, because y'all, well, not you, but a lot of women like to say that we don't care about your emotions because we're just trying to prove our point when we're right. It's not that we don't care about your emotions. It's that a lot of times those emotions take away from the conversation.
Mhm.
It takes away from the logic. And those are the breakdowns. So all of us have to do better. And it's about controlling your emotions, because like I said, we don't say y'all not allowed to have emotions. We have to understand that y'all have emotions, but you can't use that shit. It's not a weapon. It's not a fighting point. That's something that happens, and you have to be mature enough or like handle shit. But that's just my take on whatever happened. And maybe I could have stepped in a little bit more. But I think that that's healthy between two grown ups. But
Mhm.
that's just what I want to say on that. Everybody good?
Yes,
Everybody.
I'm good. You good now?
Great. I've been good.
What's up, Marilyn? I see you in the chat. All right, people. We're gonna move into our topics for today. Um, a female here in Philly by the name of Kay Glizzy was robbed as she was going into her home. And I'll play a little clip of that video and then we can break down, you know, what's going on out here in these streets, man. Let me see if I can find a video, people. What is happening? Make sure y'all hit that thumbs up button. What the fuck? I don't know where the video is, people. So she was walking in her crib basically, and two guys ran down on her and they forced her like in her crib and robbed her. Did y'all see the video?
I did.
What is
Yeah.
your what was your thoughts, Ish?
Like that could happen to any of us, honestly. You think about how many times you come in late or, even shit at this point in time, even in fucking early hours, and it could be dark. It could be 8:30, 9 o'clock. It don't even have to be late. But you think of how many times you coming in and like, people are walking behind you or, you know, this, that, and the other, and then, you can easily get pushed in to get robbed or whatever. I felt like the weird part about it was is she says there was like some sexual shit that was happening, like he made her kiss him through the mask, and like, it could have been a possibility for you know crazy shit, sexual assault type shit that could have transpired. So it was just really, really weird.
Facts. So I wanted to ask both of y'all, what do y'all think the solutions are for as far as us moving forward with, you know, fixing the youth or addressing the youth?
I don't know. I mean, there can be a lot of different outlets for young adults out here, and you can give them so many different avenues to take, but they have to be willing to walk down that, to walk that walk, and to, choose better um, things to do with their time, to be more productive in the community instead of, tearing it down. And I think it's going to take more than just, programs and outreach. I think it's going to take some real old school shit to happen to kind of reprogram and transform what has happened with our youth.
No.
I don't have no clue what we can do out here. It's nothing because these kids is just out of control. Used to be when we was coming up, it used to be the older guys, and now it's shifted, and now it's the young kids that is doing it. The age between 13 and 21 or 25 is the age range where people just wilding, and it's disheartening because they're supposed to be our future. So if we're looking at our future doing all this crazy stuff, then what do we have to look forward to? As far as leadership is concerned, as far as um, you know, taking care of us when we need to be taken care of in our later years in life. So it's disheartening. But this is just a clear sign that um, things are ending as we know it. We've been taught that we're in the last days, and we've seen that, and this is another just prime example of that.
Okay, I have a clip from another fellow rapper that spoke about, you know, what's going on, and I kind of agree with this message, so I'm gonna play that real quick, man.
For no reason. You got ops because y'all don't like each other on Instagram. You say you this gang, they say this gang. It ain't over no money, no female, no territory. Y'all just beefing and smoking each other because y'all rapping and you're rapping and y'all just saying we this and y'all that, and that's what y'all killing each other for.
Yeah,
it's different. It's like you just and once again, if you have the child that's sneaking out doing that, then you're not obligated to be held accountable for that because you don't really know.
Right.
But if you know, that's what I'm saying. The parents
these
that
parents
know,
be knowing,
these parents
and
be
then
knowing.
still be letting them kids
they be
act
knowing
crazy like that.
They be knowing. They be sending them to crash out. I send my brother or my cousin to come in. Well, you know, Ronnie, he be smoking stuff. He sliding down. You out of pocket.
Right.
And then it's all fun until the rabbit got the gun. It's always fun until it's your cousin.
That's a fact.
Until it's your little brother. Until it's your son.
Right.
Now everybody, oh my God, y'all killed my brother. Yeah, your brother done smoked 30,000 people.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's your turn. Now it's your turn. You know what I'm saying?
And you gotta feel that.
Yeah, you gotta feel it.
It's a vicious cycle.
You got ops for no reason. You got ops because y'all don't like each other on Instagram. You say you did.
Yeah, it's wild out here.
So that's what I was basically always, preaching that the shit starts at home, man. Excuse my language, but it starts at home because when I was a young boy coming up, I was doing some things, but I wasn't going to take it too far because where you going to live at? Like my mom would have not been having none of that. Like my mom would have not been like, nobody would have ever been able to come to my mom and say your son is outside hustling or your son is outside doing X, Y, and Z, shooting at people, being in a gang and moving a certain way. It would have never happened. My mom would have never allowed it. And a lot of times people be like, oh, it's my son or whatever it may be. I want to kick my kids out. Sometimes some of these kids is bad. Sometimes some of these kids got to get out. Sometimes some of these kids got to go to group homes and juvenile places. They just bad.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what it is. Man. Like they be having good parents come from good homes and they still just be outside reckless for no reason.
Yeah, for
Stop.
sure. That's for sure.
We gotta stop it, man. Like I keep a hold or handle on mine, and I suggest or I hope. What are we doing? Hope and faith. That's what we doing.
Hope and faith. Hope and faith.
Hope and faith. I hope and
Hope
faith.
and faith.
Y'all are keeping a handle on yours. Like, get a handle on your kids. Like, what's happening?
But I think it's easy too for some parents because I've seen it. I've actually, had friends who have children that have just been wild and out of control. And they come from good, even two-parent households, etc. And they just choose a different lane to go, a different path to go down. And on the other end, instead of saying, you know what, let me see how I can help, let me see how I can rectify and try to get my child on the right path. I've seen sometimes where it'd be just like, all right, well, that's on them. Like, I provided a good life, that's how they choose to live, then that's on them. And then they kind of just let them go and do whatever it is they're going to do and just say, oh, well. And I think that's a messed up way to, kind of handle the situation. In their mind, they're just removing themselves from the problem. You know what I mean? And they're not being effective in trying to help. They're just saying, oh, well, let them go ahead. That's what he want to do. So be it.
All right. Before we move on, let us know in the chat in the comment section what are y'all thoughts and what are y'all solutions as far as getting the youth in line, because it's getting out of hand. It's been out of control, but now it's getting out of hand. Anytime that women are getting robbed like broad daylight, this particular instance was at nighttime, but the time really don't matter. At any given time when women are just getting robbed just for GP, something happened.
Yeah,
Gotta happen.
that's facts. That's facts. It's wild out here. I don't even like being outside, let alone late. Like, it's
Facts.
just wild.
All right, now what's going on here? What's the word? What's the topic with this?
So my thoughts were when we were coming up with topics. Are some people more important than others? Um, it has a number of different connotations with it, a lot of layers. But when you think of people, the levels, the hierarchies, are some people more important than others? I would like for us to go around and debate this, or just talk about this and see if that is, if it's a real thing, and why have I came to that conclusion, or even asking that question: Are some people more important than others?
I definitely think it's a real thing, and some people might not like that, like it, but some people are more important than others. Some people have bigger roles than others, and that's the leveling of it. Because if I do X, Y, and Z, and you just sitting on the couch playing PlayStation all day, I might feel like I'm more important than you. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
That's how I see it. Man. Ish, what's your thoughts?
Mhm. Now, I have a question. Like, is it more or less, because like Nell said, there are layers to it, right? Is it more or less the importance of what you bring to the table, or just the importance of how I feel about you in general? Like, my affections for someone could be just so great, and they don't even have to do anything significant in my life, but just the communications that we have, or just just the energy that we exchange. That person could have more importance in my life than somebody who has been around for a long time. So is it based on order in regards to what can be done, or
I don't think it's no wrong question, like, because
Mhm.
all the question that you're asking has to do with this question. That's why I
Yeah.
said so many different layers. Like, if you choose to go the path of, all right, this person is important in my life based upon these things, or this person holds a higher importance to me because that's your place in that conversation. If T
Right.
goes one direction, like, now that we sitting here, we talking about the topic, like we just got off of what can we do. Like, my mind goes to the home environment, the actual structure. Right? You made a point saying some kids who come from strong foundation, who had two parents in the house and still chose to be destructive. But a lot of the times we don't take an importance on our roles in the lives of the people that we are around or that we affect. And we all are a part of that raising, a part of that foundation, a part of that infrastructure in anybody's life that we come in contact with. Let's just say you have a child at home, you got the parent. A lot of the times, a lot of the influences don't come just from the parents. It can come from the grandparents. It can come from the uncles and the aunts and the cousins and this, that, and the third. So we gotta be mindful of the people paths that we cross or the places that we put our kids in, or whatever, because those are influential inspirations, right? Like I just think back on a lot of the things that we said in past episodes about some of the words that we use. And if you're not up on it, like a lot of the words that we use are fads, cultural iconic words, and people don't really know what the meaning of, like, I want smoke. Everybody wants smoke nowadays, but people don't really want smoke. That shit. And these kids that are in the house with us, these little young impressionable kids, 5 years old, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, my parents said it, my grandmother, my grandfather said it, my uncle said it. That means I could say it too. I could be on that because the people who I look up to for guidance is on that, right? Or I'm outside. A lot of people, that's why I said people don't be understanding what they be saying and what the connotations come with that, or the cliche that you're saying. You don't know what the story behind that is. Because when you saying certain stuff like this, our people pick it up and think it's okay to say because we said it, and we stamp it, and then they go on and they start saying, and then they try to they embody that because they think it's okay because we've said it. That's why I said, or that's hinging on how some people can be more important than others, right? Your next door neighbor might not have an influence on what's going on in your four walls in your house, but the people that's inside of there do have an importance over what that looks like.
Right. I mean, I think it's always going to be a hierarchy, because when you become a parent, your kids might be more important to you than your parents, or your kids might be more important to you than your partner. So it's always going to be a hierarchy, between people. It's just however you cater to it. It's how you cater to it, man.
Right.
But I do have the video, so I want to show y'all what happened during that robbery.
Hurry up. Hurry up.
I'm trying.
Hurry up. Don't scream. I'm going to blow your shit off.
Everything is in my bag. You got my bag. Where's the bag go? No, I ain't here. The bag is right there. We already unpacked it. That shit in.
Where are we? Where we want to go, man?
Let's stay right there. Let's stay there.
What's up?
So I know people be wanting to chop me up, and people be wanting to say, no, you wrong, and you just talking, and you just be saying shit. And I be telling y'all to stop posting everything on social media and stop living your life on social media. That's what I be talking about right there. And you might be like, no, how you know that's social? Because everything that we do, people see and think you got it on you everywhere you at.
Right.
First thing he said, where the gun? They know Shorty got a gun in her bag. They asking her you know why? Because everything that we do, we gotta we run on social media. Every time we somewhere, we gotta go live. Every time we take a trip, we gotta tell people where we at. Every time we do something, we gotta go to social media. So you know what? Our life ain't private no more. You giving your hand, what you're doing is saying, here, person who don't give a fuck about me. Here's the keys to my life. You drive the car and take me wherever you want to go. There's nothing sacred anymore. There's nothing secretive anymore. There's nothing private anymore, because every time we do something, we gotta go to social media with it. And what that do is them people that's hungry, or them people that's looking to get something up on you, or somebody doing something, they got a front row ticket on what you got going on.
Right.
So explain to me how when we be saying the shit that we say, we be wrong, or we are out of touch with reality, or we just chatting, or whatever the case may be, or I'm just living my life like it's golden. You living your life like it's golden until you get fucking jammed up, and then you'll change your ways. I guarantee you. Let something real life happen to you, you gonna see life from a different perspective. Before we got shot, did we think we was ever gonna get shot? It was invisible to a certain extent, because we was in a world, but we really wasn't in that world, right? And we got shot for whatever the case may be, right? It wasn't like we was doing nothing to nobody or whatever. We got shot due to circumstances and the environment that we grew up in. That changed our perspective. We said, I'm gonna live, I'm gonna change my motherfucking ways. I'm not gonna be around dumb shit. I'm gonna take myself out of that. I'm gonna put myself in a position to where when I'm walking to my car, or I'm going somewhere, or I'm going home, I'm coming home, I'm leaving out and coming in the same way I left. So we gotta stop with the narrative of everything got to be out there for the world. We got to show everybody this. We got to tell everybody what we doing. We got to, for what? No, for real, nobody don't care. Because all you gonna get is a couple likes and a couple hearts on your post, and people gonna move on and scroll up or down to the next post. See,
and we always speak about awareness, and we do that for a reason, because you gotta be aware. Like, be aware, when you're outside. Be aware. Make sure you lock all your doors when you come in the house. Get your awareness up. You can't be asleep at the wheel, because people is outside wilding, and people is even coming in your crib wild, as we saw. Like, make sure that when you get out of your car, you're looking around, that nobody's following you, all things of that nature. You gotta get your awareness up, people. We're not saying it just to be saying it because it sounds good. We're saying it to protect you.
It be so oblivious.
That's what I'm saying. We live in world oblivious.
The first thing we do when we get somewhere, first thing we do is this: pull out our phone, go live, and do this. You ain't even where you at. You letting else enjoy where you at. You can't even enjoy the show. Go to somewhere and just sit your ass down and enjoy the show. Go somewhere and sit your ass down and be comfortable and have fun. All that other shit that we doing is for the birds. Mm-hmm. If you gotta show the whole world what you're doing, you know what you should do? You should pay for them to go on a vacation with you. Mm-hmm. Take them with you, since you want to show them everything. Don't lock your doors at night. When you go, after you get paid on Friday, you should go out and just hand your money out to people. Mm-hmm. You shouldn't even lock your house. You shouldn't carry your gun. You shouldn't whatever. If you gotta be living your life for social media world, for whoever, whatever, however, then you should just unlock your car, your home doors, and just let people walk in and out. And you should just give it to them freely, because that's what you damn near doing. You giving people an inside track on how to get you. And you know why we speak the way we speak? Because we came from these treacherous environments. Our parents still live in these treacherous environments. Our loved ones still live in these environments that we so much wanted to get away from. Mm-hmm. Our friends still live in there. So when we go visit or we go through the old neighborhood, we see what's going on. And we know, because we lived it ourselves, and it just got 20 times worse now than it was when we was coming up. So if it was bad then, it's even worse now. So why do we do those type of things? That's why I said that, and that's another reason why I asked the importance that are some people more important than others, because our ancestors, the ones that came after us, or before us, I should say, they did it right. Somebody got it right. So if we was able to get it right for all those years, and now we starting to get it wrong, where was the ball dropped? we stopped being parents to our kids and we started being best friends with them. We stopped disciplining them and we used to start soft talking to them because that's what the world told us to do. Now look at the world in trouble. We stopped being parental guardians, giving them parental guidance, and we started trying to be their friend. It's cool to be their friend. One of my best friends is my mom and dad. But at the end of the day, I'm still respectful of them being my parents. I was in my car, I was driving, and I was thinking to myself, I said, I'm 43 years old, and I still got fear in my heart for my mother and father. I look at them as like I'm still a little 10-year-old boy trying to find my way. That's the level of respect that I have for my parents at my big age. But I won't let nobody else in the street play with me, but I won't play with them. So where was the ball dropped at? Because you look now, these kids ain't got no respect for you.
It dropped. The ball got dropped when parents started being on that. I want my kids to have everything I didn't have, except for the respect. So you want your kids to have everything you didn't have, but they also don't respect you. And
my mother had nothing. My mother, I can go back to stories that my mother sat me down and talked to me about just through conversation, not like being, like what's that word? What you do when your kid's bad or something like
discipline.
It wasn't a discipline kind of conversation. It was just a conversation. My mother had 2 pair of pants, 2 or 3 pair of pants. She had a sister that was 2 years younger than her, so they around the same size. My mom would wear my aunt jeans the other 5 days of the week, while my aunt wore hers the other couple of days. They shared clothes because they didn't have 500 pair of sneaks to her 2 or 3 pair of pants. So she gave me everything that she didn't have and more. And one of those things wasn't material. It was the wherewithal to get up and make something of myself and to respect the process. And that's what we lost. And I don't even blame these kids.
Right.
100%. I blame the fucking parents, the grandparents. And we got a lot of great grandparents. We got a lot of great mothers and fathers out there. Don't let it get it twisted, right? But I blame y'all for allowing the world to structure how you discipline your kid. Oh, let me talk to them softly. Softly put that belt to their ass. It helps you get to where you at in life, right?
That's a fact.
Take that shit away. They crying and they whining and they throwing temper tantrums. The shit that they throwing temper tantrums, don't put it right back in their face. Take that shit from them. Make them learn to appreciate what you've given them. And you might say, no, well, you ain't no parent, so shut the fuck up. All right. Shut the fuck up until your kid does something or your grandkid does something or your niece and nephew does something, and then you saying, damn, I should have, would have, could have, should have did something differently in the beginning. Or my kid dead and they in a coffin, and oh, he was a good kid, but he was out there causing havoc and recklessness. Make sense.
I mean, it's all in affection of a lot of times people are having these kids knowing they can't financially afford them, knowing that they didn't want these kids, knowing that there was never going to be a 2-parent household. They be knowing all of this stuff ahead of time, and they still proceed. And that's why a lot of times, a lot of single moms be getting mad at me. But I be like, you knew all of this ahead of time, and you still chose to go down that road. Like, why do we keep on repeating that cycle? Because it don't be like they went down this road one time. There's 4 kids in. There's 4 kids in. We still going down the same road. This is what we doing.
Y'all be killing me. Y'all kill me. People be killing me with the. All right, all right, that's cool. Go ahead. Y'all got it. It befuddles me. It befuddles me when we're having a conversation.
Right.
And we go to the. Sometimes you gotta just take the high road. Because
That's what I'm about to say. No, this is what I learned from Amanda Sills, man. Sometimes you just gotta shut up, even when you know you right. You gotta shut up and just be like, all right, I got you. You got
Mhm.
it.
I just get it though, but that's why they say you can't be the smartest person in the room.
Right. All right, Ish, what's up? What we doing here? Break this down.
So, I mean, I'm definitely one person that's
It's like
uh,
35 things on this list. Let's go.
I know. I'm definitely one individual who be paying attention to shit, especially a mother sorry, especially a person who will point out a lot of flaws within people. So my question to everyone is what superficial characteristics are things that you can deal with or things that you just can't deal with? And this can be in friendships, this can be in relationships, whatever the case may be. It's just how there are some things about a person that just grinds your gears so bad that you just be like, I can't deal with them no more. I ain't messing with them no more, whatever the case may be. Or this she can't be my friend because she gossips too much, or she can't be my girlfriend no more because she interrupts me, or things like that. So I sent over a list. And if there's anything on this list that is a no, or I can deal with that, that's what I want to know. And how do you deal with it? Being
Right.
materialistic, judgmental, gossiper,
Wait a minute.
emphasis. Oh, you want to go through them one by one? You said it was 35, so hurry up.
Yeah,
So,
we gotta go through them one by one. And
okay, one by one.
y'all
Gotcha.
said yes or no in the chat as well. So what's the
Okay.
first one?
All right. Being materialistic.
That's not really a problem for me, unless it's like out of control, like unless you like out of control with. But it's not really an issue for me. No.
No,
What if it's being materialistic in the sense of it falling on you?
never gonna ever fall on me because you got the choice to say yay or nay.
Right.
It's not a thing even if it falls on me. It's only a thing if that's your end all be all. Like if that's your end all to be all, that's your your only stance. Like if you're material, if you gonna be with me, you gotta buy me X, Y. Now you going a little bit too far.
Right. Okay.
You
Okay.
say that again?
I said if a girl says to you, if you gonna be with me, you gotta buy me X, Y, and Z.
Oh, yeah, that's wild.
Right.
Yeah, that's wild.
Super wild.
Super wild,
Super
right,
wild.
Ish?
Super wild. Very wild. I don't I would agree with both of you. Like it doesn't bother me, but if it like starts to get to a point where your expectations of me fall into I need to fall in line with your materialistic behaviors, then that's when it's problematic. It's not a I don't want to be bothered no more. It's just irking
Hmm.
where I just don't want to deal with it.
Right. All right. What's the next one?
Judgmental.
That's a tough one because I think we all are judgmental at some different points.
But what about the person that's overly judgmental? Like every single thing they say and do is judgmental.
Yeah, that might be a turn off.
Hmm.
That might be a turn.
It's definitely a turn off for me. I'll be like, well, what the fuck? Oh, sorry. What don't you like?
What's your answer now?
I don't put too much stock into people to even be worrying about shit like this.
Hmm.
Because I'm learning to just be like, all right, man, you got it.
Hmm.
Yeah, the two judgmental, especially when you're not that
Mm-hmm.
that would annoy me. Yeah, that would
Right.
annoy me.
Hmm.
Yeah, that would.
All right. Gossiper.
That's definitely a no.
No, I hate gossipers.
Hmm.
That's
Hmm.
definitely a no. What's
Yeah.
up? Yeah,
Gossip.
go ahead.
Hmm.
Go ahead, Ish.
The gossiping is definitely like, what are you gossiping about?
I
You
don't
know
care.
what I mean?
I don't care what they gossiping about. I don't want to hear, and I don't want to hear them on the phone with their girlfriend. So for 4 hours, we ain't doing that.
Right.
Watching-
Right. Like, oh, girl, how about what Sally Sue did?
Right.
All right. Emphasis on physical appearance.
I'm guilty.
I hate that.
You do. Is there ever a time where you trying to go somewhere and let's just say your person is taking too long in the bathroom?
Not even that. I just don't like a person that don't got confidence. Like I I,
Mm,
I seen something in you that I liked. And if I compliment you off of that, it's because I like what I see. I can't. That's like that self confidence thing is a real big deal to me.
mm,
You gotta have self confidence before you can even have somebody else have confidence in you.
mm,
That's a real big deal for me. If you don't love yourself or you're not satisfied with yourself, then you can change yourself.
mm.
You
So,
got
so is this an emphasis on you, or that you put an emphasis on the person?
No, I guess I would be putting emphasis on the person.
All right. So is the emphasis like you fat? I need you to work out, or what you got on?
Yes. No, 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 because I feel like, everybody should be comfortable and being able to wear what they want to wear or present themselves how they want to present themselves. I think it would be more like brush your fucking hair
Okay.
or, like, I don't know, just more of the appearance aspect, like clothing, not clothing, I'm sorry, like hair, brush your teeth, um, lotion, that type of stuff.
Right.
Like that stuff.
All right. All right. So I might side with that because I would be like that. I would be like, yo, what are we doing? This how we going outside?
Right. Right.
Yeah, I
Like,
probably
yeah, like brush your hair or comb your hair or something like that, right? I
right.
would hope that they would be dressing like have something, you know.
Thanks. All right, what's the next one?
All right. Being self-centered. All about them.
All the time.
hate that shit, bro.
All about them.
People say I'm self-centered all the time, so I'll take that one.
But
I
my
don't
thing is,
people are self-centered.
yeah, but is it self-centered in the sense that nobody else matters?
I don't think nobody goes that far
What for?
to say that nobody else matters.
Huh?
To say that nobody else matters.
A lot of people that say that.
Yeah,
A
that's
lot
why.
of people that say nobody else matters and people say don't matter and other people don't matter. I see that often. I just can't deal with a person that consistently is I. Every
Mhm.
even when you do something, well, I would have did it this way, or I did that too, or whatever. All right, cool, thank you, congratulations. What the fuck, like, fall back. Everything is not a story for you to interject yourself into that and put yourself on a grand stage. But that's those people that lack self confidence. They always need to continuously pump themselves up for validation purposes.
Yeah, I guess it's like he's saying. I guess it's going to the level of it. But if you're just like into yourself, that wouldn't bother.
Yeah, I don't want to bother.
Right.
Again, confidence. I can't say I don't want you to be into you. I want you to be into yourself,
Right.
respect yourself more, but then not be into yourself. That's like
Yeah.
counterintuitive. Just be like the extra shit. We just be like, all right, now it's enough. It's enough. What we talking?
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's healthy to be a little self-centered. Like, you know what I mean? To kind of, love on yourself, as we would say. You're like, you know what I mean? But when you don't take other people's feelings or concerns or whatever into consideration and it's just all about you, then that's when it becomes problematic. All right. Not a listener. They don't listen.
That's number one for me.
See the shirt? It says listen.
That's number one for me, man.
No one listens no more. No one listens. No
And
one.
that's
Right.
a problem. That's a problem.
Mhm.
That's a problem.
Like, all we want to do is talk.
Talk.
No, just talk. We all
Mhm. Hmm. Interrupter.
We all guilty of it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That's a quality that is both everybody is guilty of.
Yes. It's hard for me. I added this one and I was going to put it first because I have an issue with this. Um
Are you the interrupter or the interruptee?
Both.
no, both, well, yes, both for sure, but I'm more of an interrupter. So I actively like listen, and and my style of communication sometimes is to actively engage,
Mm-hmm.
right? Um we had public speaking in school. And this, right, and I mean, obviously I went to school so long ago, but the style of communication that I most gravitated to was engaging.
Right. Debate.
Correct. So I like to act. It's hard for me to be quiet and listen fully
Mm-hmm.
and hold my thoughts and keep my thoughts retained in order to spit them back out. That's difficult for me. So I had to learn more recently, say within the past 5 years, that I am an interrupter. Like, it's not actively engaging in the conversation with the person. So, see, for instance, if you're saying each, and I'm like, no, 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 and I'm rebutting,
Right.
like, that's interrupting.
Right.
And it took me a minute to be able to understand that I am an interrupter. And I'm trying my hardest to get better at it. Because again, the style of communication that I best gravitate to was
Right.
something that I learned long ago, and that was to actively engage in conversation, because that's communicating to me. If you're saying something, I want to be talking to you. I want to engage with you, and I want to communicate back and be able to throw them thoughts around. Um, but I'm learning that that's just not the way. So yeah, I got to get way better at that.
I was clapping not to be disrespectful or to
Hmm.
like to show like malice or anything. I just was clapping.
Hmm.
That's a big thing that you said, that
Accountability.
you took accountability for you,
Right.
and that's something that's a negative in a sense,
Right.
Hmm.
right? And you took accountability for that, and I applaud you for that, because
Yeah.
not a lot of people, 99% of the people is not going to take accountability for that. You know,
Mhm.
that's why I said it's across the board. Everybody is interrupters.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. All right, next one is attention seeking. We know Nell don't like this one.
Not
I don't know what does that mean.
Well, attention. Well, I guess in the okay. How can I say this? A
What you
person, huh?
no,
Huh?
what you said?
I don't have a problem with people that's
Oh no, no, I know we always talk about like the posting like on Facebook and that type of, that's what I mean, attention seeking, when I put that on the list. Like just individuals who do things for attention.
Clout chasers.
Like, yes, like, so I guess not necessarily in the physical attention seeking, but more or less maybe in conversations or in social media posts or just whatever, that type of attention seeking. Doesn't bother you guys too much, or it does a
You know
little
me
bit.
bothers
Look at Nell.
bothers me when you don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
That's
So
when
you loud and wrong. That's what bothers you.
right.
Yeah. Yeah,
That
that's,
only
I
bothers
could definitely agree. Right. Um, so I did put social media monger. So I guess that could have definitely went into like me saying the social media portion of the
me.
attention. Just somebody that's all they do.
Is they getting paid from it? Or they just doing
No,
it?
no, they just doing it to do it. Like they're always on it. There are
getting paid.
hours and hours. They're not getting paid. It's just looking or posting, and that's their life.
You mean the all night TikTok watchers?
Yes. Yes. Like just imagine like you in a bed with your chick
Right.
and you you fell asleep and she was on the phone. You wake up 1, 2 o'clock, she on the phone doing the same shit, like that type of thing.
It's not a deal breaker, but it's an issue.
Okay. Not a deal breaker, but an issue.
Right.
Shit, no mind, man. I really
No.
starting
So now a person can be on social media with you 24/7, like all the time.
age. I'm starting to not give a fuck.
Right.
I need more attention.
Like, do you?
This is when I'm seeking attention.
Because at the end of the day, you can't complain and bitch for something that you do too.
Right.
And then I do it. You can't complain. You complain about you do it.
Right. Right. That's true. All right. Next one is entitled or entitlement. Those who feel they are entitled.
How you spell woman?
Ah, that's all of us. We are entitled.
I mean,
Ladies, y'all feel like we are all entitled.
You know what? Can we
Yeah.
go back to something earlier that was up? And we said topic right here.
Mm-hmm.
So we talked about last week's show.
right.
Mm-hmm.
We played a clip back from that. I
Right.
think that was my whole dissertation. Like the stopping, the interruption part. It was all because when we start to say certain things, especially somebody that's respected, somebody who is looked upon as being amazing and dope, like you are, Ish,
Mm-hmm.
like respecting and following you, when we
Mm-hmm.
say certain words, people will hinge their existence on that word and not hear the total message. And then we'll go back and from now on, we'll say, well, remember Ish said that and Ish said this. And I was saying, and I think sometimes we don't understand how powerful our presence is.
Mm-hmm.
When our presence is has so much power like it does, people will take what they want to hear from it
Right.
and let that live. And that's why I wanted to interject and be like, we're not the message was plain and clear and loud. It was the entitlement portion of where people are going to feel like what you said entitles them to do what they've been doing. And
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to steer. I was not debating your point and trying to be messy with your point. I was just saying a lot of people that's entitled, they will use that word or that phrase that you may have said, well, guys, you got to give people the opportunity to be that, but they'll use that and think, all right, now here's my chance to just continue to live in that. And everything that I do is emotionally based. And you can't tell me that I can't be that all the time because each said it. You got to respect it.
Mm-hmm. I got you.
I'm saying though, like I'm speaking to the whole masses, not just you.
Right.
I'm just saying people be getting a sense of entitlement by 1 or 2 words and not hearing the whole total message.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That's what my message for tonight.
Listen. A person whose all of their relationships are one-sided.
Everybody. Everybody.
It just means like they're takers, not givers.
At some point, could we all have said that we've been a taker or a giver?
Yeah, but it that's circumstantial. Like it's like, was you that the whole relationship?
But then it's not circumstantial. It's based upon what somebody else feels that's their reality, right? Because somebody could say, I was with you and you did nothing but take. That's their perception.
Right.
And you might not have given monetary things, but you could have given them inspirational, educational type of things or life lessons that were needed that helped them grow and move forward in life. But all they'll see is you was just a taker, you wasn't a giver. Because somebody's entitlement will say that it's tangible.
Right,
Yes.
That's what I'm asking. Is it perspective based? Is it like I felt like you was a taker the whole relationship, or was you an actual taker the whole relationship?
Isn't that emotional? It's an emotional
Right.
type of thing. Because reality is not reality.
Right.
Right? When is reality ever reality? When is anybody ever saying, you know what, damn, I was a fucking crazy man in that relationship. I was fucking the worst thing ever. Man or woman. You may have some people that be like, damn, I really was fucked up there. Maybe I was just in a real bad place or whatever, but I was kind of real fucked up there. No one is taking that accountability. And if you're on a 1%er
right.
of 1% of those who are taking responsibility and realizing that they were more the cause than the solution.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess we all are takers. But it's the difference from being a taker and like that certain things happen and then that be who you are as a person is what I'm saying.
Right. And across the board,
Right.
like you might in certain situations feel most comfortable as the other person might feel most comfortable as the giver. It doesn't define you're not a taker all across the board. It's just certain situations or relationships or whatever, that dynamic is for that. Like is a set up that way, aligned that way. Right. The last one, lack of self growth. Y'all already know how I feel about this one. Mr. Bus Driver, man. We already know how I feel about this one. Gotta have some motivation and
What
self
does the
growth.
growth mean? What does the growth mean? Is that
Like, let's just say if
information or is it like you getting a promotion at work? Like
it could be mental, it could be physical, it could be um emotional growth. Like it could just be growth in any aspect. Like just you trying to grow and better yourself, whether it's financially, whether it's emotionally, mentally, physically, you know,
I,
growth. Like you could do 10 push-ups and then maybe 2 weeks you could do 20.
right. I think mine would just be mentally. If
Mhm.
you got a lack of self growth mentally, then I don't think you would be able to hang with me because I'm going to keep on. I'm gonna continue to grow.
Yeah.
I'll be looking at you like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
But all the other shit is like that's your business. That shit don't really affect me.
Mhm.
That's just
Yeah, I'm not cool. I'm not cool with it. That is eventually it'll be a deal breaker for me.
because he's still driving that bus.
No, he can still drive the bus. Just do something else.
He don't want to. He driving his bus.
I know. We at least think that you want to do something else.
Okay.
Good Lord Jesus.
All right, people. What's up?
That was the list.
We had the E zone, man.
We
Lady.
had to ease on. We had to ease on. But I mean, I guess actually this is what used to be the E zone. It will not
Okay.
take place tonight. We will not be doing the erotic zone anymore. We're going to call this the Tabernacle Circle. We're just going to yeah, we're just going to, I don't know, do some prayers or something. What are we gonna do, guys?
We need hope and faith, man.
Yes, yes. All right, but we ready to get into some dirty shit or what? Or this gonna be womp womp? I mean, like, I don't know. What we doing?
Kanye's being quiet today. I don't know what's happening.
I don't know what's happening either. All right, so well, let's try to get into it, guys. Let's do a little quick icebreaker, and then I got some crazy questions and shit for y'all. What's the craziest thing you've ever done on a dare?
Stab somebody.
No, I want to like
For life.
truth or dare, like a sexy truth or dare,
Nothing.
like a sexy dare. I meant
Mm.
nothing.
My dad's TD Jakes. He didn't allow me to go outside.
I think I gotta agree with Nell, man.
Nobody ever did. Nobody ever dared you. No, eat my ass.
It'd be a bunch of prude going on, man. It'd be a bunch of prude activities
Uh-uh.
No. Oh my God. You know, I had to throw that one out there because you know that is your biggest pet peeve. All right. So nobody was ever dared to do anything at all.
I'm not gonna say I wasn't never there to do anything. It just never came into fruition. Like the timing just never allowed it.
Okay. Okay. Gotcha. So that was, um,
All
I
right,
was,
I'll
but
have a
I don't,
I'll have a moment of transparency, and I can't really speak like this because I am a parasite. But I will say that some girl asked me to like, can I put her in a figure four leg lock while she's giving oral?
Ow.
What'd you say now?
Ow.
Like her head, like I have to lock my legs around her head is what she's saying.
Oh.
oh yeah. Okay. Okay. That would be decent.
See, you know.
Yeah. That would be decent.
No, would you do it or would you feel weird?
I don't know. I probably would do it. I probably would. I probably would. I don't know, cause I might have a flashback and try to kill you and shit. Like,
What you would like
Right,
squeeze her with your legs until she can't breathe no more. What
right.
is happening?
I guess, man. I don't know, man.
Good Lord Jesus. Well, my dare was I was dared to have sex in the rain outside, and it was like a storm, so it was dusk. It wasn't dark, but it wasn't like full daylight either. And yeah, that happened.
Was it fun?
All that.
Was the
I
action?
think Sex in the Rain is just like dope as fuck.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I said was the actual physical activity trash?
Uh, I feel like I was more into it. I just feel like sometimes certain situations, like in people's minds, can be like they could be down with it, right? But then when they're in the midst of it, they're concentrating too much about what's actually happening, like the elements and all of that stuff. So they really not focusing on the task at hand, and that kind of just, you know, gives it a want in a sense. But I mean, I enjoyed it. I had a good time. I just think if I could say anything about it, I just feel like the mental was focused on other shit and not the sex.
Okay, I get that.
Yeah. In a cornfield? Oh, okay. Okay. So that was the quick icebreaker. We're going to do the little freakometer quiz at some point, but I do have a couple questions before we do the little quiz. Um, if you could get guys, I mean, you know, we can ask the ladies too, but if you could give one sloppy toppy tip, what would it be?
No
Not so
teeth.
teeth.
What you said now?
So much teeth.
That's what I was about to say. No teeth.
I don't I don't want people to do teeth. Why is teeth still a thing?
Because it
Don't know
is.
what they doing.
Yeah, because it is.
Hurts and they know what they're doing, but they really don't be knowing what they're doing, and that shit hurts. And
Mm.
teeth hurt.
Yeah.
They
Oh my God. All right, ladies in the chat, if you could give one tip about the pussy eating, what would it be? I would say focus more on the clit. That's what I would say. That would be my tip.
My other tip would be you can't have a cotton mouth.
Yeah, dry mouth.
Right.
It's crazy. Like some people will be like, the spit was dripping down my ass. Well, that's it's a wet dick suck, right?
Right.
Oh,
Cut it.
oh my God, I can't. What do men like more? Tricks and skills or a woman who is open-minded and teachable?
Skills. I
Open,
don't mind teaching, but I will take the tricks and skills.
open-minded, because you got a lot of people you got a lot of people who don't take criticism well or direction well, and they take that as you disrespecting them, or they don't know how to take it. So anybody that's open-minded is willing to adjust and learn in the moment and not get flustered or flabbergasted as if you're trying to, steer them wrong.
Yes.
Mhm.
Being open-minded in a number of ways actually kind of encompasses what you said in the first part, tricks and skills, because you learn the different tricks and skills that your partner actually would enjoy by having an open mind.
Yeah, I definitely think both should.
I'm gonna take tricks and skills because some people can also have an open mind and still be trash. So I'm taking the skills. I'm taking the tricks and skills.
So what if a person like believes that they are skilled, but they're really not? Do you consider it still a skill, or just not a skill that you like?
No, she's trash.
Right,
She's trash.
right. So then she's not skilled.
Right.
Got it.
She thought she was skilled.
But even when, well, can't we teach skills? 'Cause what you might like might not be what somebody else was enjoying.
Right.
And if you might not, she might. Let's say she's a certified, pleaser, right?
Right.
He or she says that they are, but they get to you, and your body just doesn't perform well under the tutelage that they're performing on you. Then you have to be open minded and say, all right, that's too much, or that's not enough, or my body is used to this. My body is used to, like we talked about this past episodes. Heavy toy users,
Right.
so used to years on years on years, have been used to the vibrations of these toys, and these toys have made them sensitive or made them, immune to that. Then they get something else, and it might not be as forceful. It might not be as intense. It
Right.
might not be as fast as they're used to receiving because they've been with toys for so long, right? So wouldn't you want that person? Because they could have so many tricks and skills all up their sleeve, but if that's not what your body is going to enjoy, you should be able to have a teachable moment to show them, all right, cool, this is what's going to get me off. Let's do this a little bit versus that.
Mhm.
That skill thing, I need you to use this toy along with yourself. And
Right.
that skills might not never had played with the toy. They just might have just used their own body, and they might not be open minded to, oh shit, she needs this along with me in order to take it to the even next level.
Mhm.
Right. But some people who also don't have the tricks or the skills, it don't matter how much you teach them. They just don't got it. They just don't.
Right.
They just can't do it. They ain't gonna never get it. They
Mhm.
like, oh, they never gonna get it.
Yeah. I mean, too, and I feel like some people, when you try to, in some of these situations, sometimes when you try to teach somebody, they can't remove that feeling of the possibility that you're telling them they're not good at something, or that they're not good at it. They just lose the reception portion of it. Like, they're not listening at that point.
I'm sorry, I was in
No,
my bad.
that's fine. Uh-huh.
Let's go back to the question. Did you ask us to pick one, or which one would it?
What do you think men like more? Like,
Right.
what do you feel like men gravitate to more? Like women with skill, or just somebody that's teachable? Like you said, like, just being able to teach them like how you like things or how you want things done.
To each his own.
Hmm.
He said he want the skill and trick.
Yeah, I want the skill and tricks.
I wouldn't mind a blank canvas and being able to put my hands on.
Right. I see a lot of people, and even I said both. Like, do you think that's realistic? Like, somebody who has a skill or has
Yeah,
skill in certain areas.
yeah, I've
Yeah.
seen people that got both. But I want to question the blank canvas, John. So you want to teach the virgin? You want to teach the virgin?
You're gonna have to, because if the version never had, and that's your person, you gotta teach the version, because they just going by what they think.
Right.
So you gotta teach the version, and the version may wind up having some skills and
Right.
because they're going to encompass some things that they had in their minds, the things that they wanted to do to experience on their bodies as well. So I don't think teaching is a bad thing. We talk about it all every week about
Right.
how teaching is a good thing.
Right.
Because somebody could have major, like Aisha said, we talked about this on the Riding Zone before. Somebody could have a really great resume and get their U and A trash.
Right.
But they come with a bunch of references and a bunch of attributes. But then they get to you and you like, damn, you pumped me up for that.
Right.
Mhm.
But then if you're cool with it, and you like, all right, cool, that was a one-off. That was cool. I see some things in there I could work with. Now if you teach them, now the skills is gonna work for you. Or
Mhm.
just being a skill-based person.
All right. Well, I guess my question is better said to say, is the person who has the tricks and skills more open-minded than the person who doesn't?
No, they cocky. They don't got no mind. They cocky.
Right.
I'm broke goat goddess, and I'm
Right.
I'm one hair away from being a Pornhub model star.
Right. That's what I was saying. Like, is it possible to do both? Because if a person who has a skill, they're like, listen, I already know what I'm doing. You can't teach me how to, give better head because I feel like my shit is top tier. Like, how does that work for a skilled person to be able to then say, hey, I need to be taught some things, or I'm open to be taught some things.
I haven't experienced it that way.
Right.
From what I've experienced, the people with the skills and the tricks be more open-minded than the people who don't have the skills and tricks. The people who have the skills and the people who need to be taught, basically, they be so prudish that you can't teach them.
Right. Right. So it's like being willing to learn, but then not wanting to learn certain things. Is that what you mean by the prudish portion?
Right.
Hmm. Hmm.
That's
Well,
that.
no prude shit. You can't when it comes to being taught, because that's the whole portion. That's the whole thing about it. Like, you're with a partner and you guys want to discover things or learn new shit. Like, you got to be down with that, even if it's something that you don't like. You have to be okay and saying, hey, I tried it, I don't mind trying it with you, but it's just not for me. So that he'll know next time, okay, well, that's not something that she likes. She gave it a try. I tried to teach her that that's what I like. She's just not into it. So, then we're not going to try it again. Right. It's not only just about skill in, performing oral or, all of that. It's different sex scenarios. It's different positions. It's a lot of things. He might like a specific sex position. You've never tried it before, or you feel uncomfortable trying it, or something that you feel insecure and you're like, nah, I'm not going to be good at it. But if this is your person, you should be open to at least try it. And then if you're not good at it or you don't like it, then you guys can discuss, hey, listen, I tried it for you. It just wasn't for
For shizzle.
me. Hmm.
All right. What's
Is muncher and eater the same thing? Because
no?
I've seen this debate. And so I want one of the guys to like explain a eater versus a muncher.
A muncher is that's all the nigga want to do. Like that's what he's here for. A eater is just somebody who just that's a additive.
Yeah.
It's a part of his repertoire.
Okay. Yeah, because people like hear it and they think, okay, the context of eating box, right? And
No,
that's just it.
no, the muncher is like the nigga that be like, yo, I just want to eat your pussy.
Yeah.
Right.
Like,
And nothing else.
right. And then you can send me about my way.
Right. And he be cool with that. Like he gets off on that. Like that is his thing. Right. An eater is somebody who takes pride in what he does, but implements it in a session. Like that's like you said, an additive, something that is in addition to and being done as well, not just the only thing. People was confusing it, thinking that it's the same thing. I've seen debates going back and forth about it. Asked a couple of people, and it's like, what? It's the same thing. No, it's not. It's not the same thing. Which one are you, guys?
Is that a real question?
Yeah, that's a real question. I mean, I already can tell by past conversation, past erotic zones, but just in case, sometimes people don't listen.
I see. I wouldn't even classify myself as an eater though. If we got to pick one or the other, then I'll say eater. But I wouldn't classify
yourself as that, right? Yeah,
that's something that I'll do like special for you. We ain't going to just be.
Yeah, it ain't everybody not.
Yeah, everybody don't get that. I get it. I get it.
Just that.
All right, so we're gonna go into this little freakometer quiz. We're gonna see how freaky some of y'all folks is. 15 questions. We go through quick. You either say yay or nay. No or hell no. We're gonna add them up towards the ends, and that's going to, just quickly decide if you're a freak or not. Nell, don't look so scared.
I can't.
Nell, like each about to be in on her shit.
What's up?
All right. Do you enjoy being degraded?
No.
All right. That means like, look at Nell's face. Nell, you look like you want to get a pillow and smother somebody. If they ever try to put a leash on you and walk you around, that's a form of being degraded.
Wait a minute. No, would you do it to her?
I don't know.
No.
I don't want no leash on me or on her. I don't know.
Or how about y'all be seeing the people in cages?
I'm not like you weird, shorty. Go home. Like you asked me to put a leash on you, you can't. Man, you and Nell's time is
what if it's your person and that's one of her fantasies or her fetish?
Not something I would be
able she has thought of. No,
be able to help her perform that. I don't want. I ain't into degrading nobody, walking them around like a dog, like they on a leash.
What about you, T?
I would do it, but you can't do it to me.
What I'm getting out of that? Like as I put you in a cage or walk you up like with the leash, like what am I getting out of that? I gotta scoop your joint, like I gotta pick up your poop.
No, some girls like to be dominated like that. Like it's
right.
Domination is different than humiliation.
Right. So T, you said yeah, partially, and Nell no, right?
Yeah, I said yeah, I would do it to her.
You walking a little motherfucker on the. I'm sorry. You walking.
Yes, I'm walking shorty. She want me to walk her
in the street or in the house.
Where she want me to walk?
No, well, I would hope that it would not be in the street. I would hope that this would be only bedroom action.
Walk her in the street. I'll walk her in the street.
Whoa!
Wow! Do you know that is a big thing?
Yes, for it.
And kink and BDSM, like the walking or the cages, or that shit is definitely big. Okay, next question.
Hold on. No, so look, what if she be like this? I want you to put me in this cage until you come home and have your way with me. You gonna be like, this is like a role playing thing for her. You gonna be like, no.
So I'm supposed to leave you in this cage for 11 hours?
Yeah, until you come home.
Until you come home.
So where she goes to go to the bathroom at?
She gonna defecate in there, like she gonna go to the bathroom in the cage, and then you gotta come home and clean it.
I don't own a fucking cat or a dog because of those. So your big ass is not getting in no motherfucking dog cage and shitting on my crib.
All right, let's take the barefoot part out of it because that's a little nasty.
Right.
Can't see
I mean,
hold up. I can't see me with no grown woman saying, "Yo, no, before you leave, lock me in this cage as I'm a dog and leave the dog food."
Not as I'm a dog, man.
he said to leave the dog food right there. I can't.
So that's just like, all right. So let's just make it easy. Let's just make it easy. What if she just say, like, strap me to the bed while you go to the store, like you make a Wawa run. I'm gonna stay here naked, strapped to the bed until you come back.
That's cool, but we're not putting you in no cage for 11 hours while I go to work.
Well, I think too, what it requires or what it requests is, hey, I want to be controlled by you.
Right.
Like I want to feel powerless to you. And so for some people, being tied up or being in the cage or whatever the case may be, like
But
relinquishes all of their power to you.
I differ. I don't want a woman who I can dominate. I don't want a woman who loses their power to me. I even if it's just for the role play, even if it's just for the sexual experience, that's not sexy and enticing to me. So I wouldn't even be able to perform under those conditions. Get your big ass the fuck up.
No, I can't.
Get off.
I can't.
Like, there's no reason why I'm walking you on a leash. There's no reason why I'm putting you in a cage for 11 hours. I'm not doing it because I don't want the woman I want. And I understand that's a fetish to some, but that's a fetish to know.
Right. All right, next one.
So hold up.
Huh?
If Shorty say, "Can you put me in a cage for 8 hours?" and you going, and she come back and she's still in that motherfucking cage, barking, and when you walk in,
Not barking.
What are you supposed to do with that? Like you supposed to be like, "Oh, this shit is turning me on. Let me knock her head off."
No, that's what I'm saying. You thinking about it in a savage kind of way. It's like this. You got to think about it like this, and like she's waiting for you. Like she ain't doing nothing else. She's just waiting for you.
Okay, so why can't she have her motherfucking ass laying in that motherfucking bed waiting?
That's boring, man. Y'all always want to be boring.
So the cage fun?
To her. Like I think too, it's a mental. Again, it's like the whole mental thing. She's probably that entire time where she is powerless, right? And I get it. When you said, you don't want a woman to have to relinquish her power, but for her, that might be like the ultimate turn on.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? The anticipation. I can't do anything. I'm waiting for him, and then he's gonna come home. Right.
I'm gonna try it. So you mean
I'm gonna try it.
I'm gonna buy a cage from Amazon, a double XL cage, so she get a little room so she can roam around in the motherfucker, right? And when I come home, I'm gonna get the greatest head of my life.
Yes, yes, you gonna get the greatest head of your life.
Greatest head, greatest set.
This, like, those people who got like sex dungeons and things like that. So it's like, what if she be like, lock me in a basement, go do what you gotta do, and then when you come back, I'm gonna still be right here ready for you. You like, no?
No, he probably gonna be like, bitch, you ain't got shit else to do. You don't got nothing else to do during this time.
It's her day off. Look, Ish, this her day off.
It's her day off.
And that's how you want to spend your day off locked in this fucking cage?
No, she's locked in the basement. She's not locked in the cage.
Oh, she's locked in the basement.
Right.
What's in the basement?
It's like a dungeon.
A dungeon, a sex dungeon.
Yeah, a sex dungeon.
I guess. I mean, to each his own. I guess if that's what she want to do, congratulations.
I can't. Okay.
Right. Like, hold on. See, now y'all about to get me off my pants and stuff.
I can't. I knew this was gonna be weird.
Because I got questions. So no, a chick ain't never said to you, yo, this is a thing. Like, I'm gonna be here waiting for you. and that's what it is. Like,
I just know if I left her there and I came back, she was going to be there.
She ain't had to be locked up for that, right?
I buy a doggy cage to get the good. I
like that's what I'm saying. Like, all right, so it ain't gotta be no cage. She laid there the whole day naked waiting for you. Is that cool?
Beautiful. That's nice.
Okay.
I would like that. I'm not opposed to her, chilling there, laying up, waiting for me to come home. What's wrong with that?
Mm.
So we just add the cage and then everything's straight.
Hey. That is not.
I found one for y'all motherfuckers, for real. For y'all crazy motherfuckers on Amazon, it's $127. I don't. So
I cannot.
I typed
Amazon stocking cages is about to rise up for those who like it.
See, y'all look. See, Rhonda said she be in the red room.
Mm-hmm.
She in the red room waiting now.
I mean, I'm cool with the red room is fine, just not in a cage. Like
No
where
cage.
at in the house though? Like, is it in the corner somewhere? Like,
right.
Like bringing water and dogs. We're bringing puppy chow over to the.
Yeah.
That sounds sexy to me. But to each his own. Congratulations, Rhonda.
Mm-hmm.
So could you leave her handcuffed till you come back?
Yeah, yo. Let me tell y'all something. My luck, the house will catch on fire. Will burn up fire. It be handcuffed. Then they come in and lock me up for murder.
I
don't kind of luck like yo. God, no, or the motherfucker might pass out. I don't motherfucking know.
I can't.
I don't have no problem with her in the bed and the house. I just don't like cages. The cages is wild to me. Like that's where it get to be a little wild.
A little too much. A little too much.
Feet up and your arms up to the bedpost and lay there, arms stretched out, butt ass naked. Congratulations. Use my ties. I don't care. I'll see you soon. I'll be home. Do that.
Mm-hmm.
But when you get your big ass in this doggy cage,
right,
and you're in there for 8 to 12 hours, and when I come in, you're like, woof, 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 I know that world has ended.
I can't.
So if it's a deal breaker for her, you still ain't gonna do it?
Bye.
She just want to try it, man.
Bro.
She just want to try it, man.
All right. So I mean, so I don't have a problem with people trying shit.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I can't have a problem with my performance because I'm not turned on. So if you thinking I'm going to come and go crazy,
see, that's what I'm saying. That's the part I don't think you catching it. That's the part I don't think you catching, because your performance, she's going to deliver for you to perform. So because you allowed for this thing to happen, she's going to do what she's supposed to do to get you there. That's the whole point of it. The whole point of it is for her to have this thing and then for her to do what you need her to do.
Right.
Congrats. See, this where look, hold up. I love how motherfuckers is in the comments giving me hell. Oh, about the doggy cage, right?
Right.
And y'all get in the doggy cage, y'all be cool with the doggy cage. But when I introduced fucking pillow smothering, motherfuckers said, people said I was a murderer.
Oh my God, I can't.
If that's a kink of yours, and you saying you want to be in a doggy cage and you want to spend 11 hours there, because I work from 9 to 8 every night.
Right.
So if you saying you spending your 11 hours in that motherfucking cage, because it actually take me an hour to get home. So you went in for 12 hours. You spend 12 hours in that cage and you feel liberated and you feel sexy when you come out that cage when I walk in the house, then how the hell do you tell me I can't use the pillow to take your life away and then my stroke to bring you back?
All right, so let's stay right there. So is she open-minded? Is she teachable if you can't do the pillow job?
Can't, because people say I was a murderer with the pillow. Nell, how could you do it? But now I'm supposed to set up a doggy cage in the middle of the crib and you barking all damn day. And my fuck is
No. Why is she barking?
Why is she barking?
Why is she barking?
She thinks she a fucking dog. She in a cage. She want to be walked.
No, they that's different.
Y'all already just told me she want to be walked like a dog. She then want to be put in a cage and wait for me to come home.
Right, that don't mean she barking though.
That don't mean she barking though. No, and his soundtrack.
But hold on, Ish, because even if she is barking, I ain't mad.
Nigga, my neighbor's mom got no damn dog, so they hear a dog going, roof, 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 sound like a damn human. Roof, roof, roof. They go like, what the fuck is going on in there? Kick my door down. They see Shorty in the middle of the joint. Then they call child endangered services on me, get me locked up. Now I'm in the jail.
Right. I can't.
Ain't nobody supposed to know about all this, man.
Hold up. So you walking her motherfucking ass down the steps outside and around the corner to take.
Hold on. You never saw that?
You don't think the neighbor's going to think something different?
Wait a minute. You never saw nobody walking nobody outside?
Fuck no, I didn't see no. I'm getting out the car fighting them.
I've seen that.
She was with it. This was her idea.
See, this is what I'll be talking about, right? Last week. I'm cool with the conversation. Let's not let that get lost in translation. But people can't throw shots at me because I don't want to do that. That's not thorough to me. Right? So I don't like the people that's in the comments saying little stuff. You can't hold me. You can't say something to me because I don't want that. If that's what you want, that to each his own.
Right.
But I give people they space to be what they want to be, and that's not what I want to be. I don't find that thorough. But if you like you said, if she wants you to tie her up on the bed and she spread crazy and waiting for you to come home, I will find sexy. I would like that, but I'm not going to walk you, and I'm not going to put you back in the cage.
Ish, have you ever seen it? Somebody walking somebody outside?
Yeah, and when I was in New York one time, I went to Times Square.
Especially in New York, they do it. And when I was in New Orleans, they was doing it.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I've seen it. And I just was laughing.
What you said, Nell?
New Orleans is the voodoo capital of the world, so I'm New York is the city thing. So congratulations.
Right. All right. Do you know what flogging is?
I think we discussed this before.
We discussed that before.
Mm-hmm. So y'all both know what it is?
I forgot what it is.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the whipping joint.
Oh, a flogger. Yeah, I got one of them. I ain't used that gun in a long time, but I miss it.
All right. So yes. All right. Do you enjoy being restrained? We've already just covered that under degraded. So yes. All right. Would you use an eggplant as a sex toy?
What you mean? Am I sticking an eggplant up her ass? See, now this is you. This is you, lady. If I stick an eggplant up her butt?
Up her butt or vagina?
I would do it.
Okay. You know?
Yeah.
Because why you saying yeah like that?
Hey, that.
Like
yeah.
Two questions asked. It was the butt and the John. I said yeah to the
Neither one, I guess. You know, depending on the eggplant, it could be pretty big. It might be easier going in the vagina than in the ass.
Some girls got big buttholes.
Yeah, this is true. And the butthole can get as big too as the vagina. I don't think as big, but it can get pretty big.
Right.
All right.
What happened to Jesus?
So, do you love pain during sex? Do you like receiving it or giving it? It's a multiple question, like a multiple layer.
No,
question.
this is a tricky one.
That's more for women, ain't it?
No,
it could be for men too. Because some men like their nipples pinched, or
there's a lot of guys that like getting spanked and all kinds of stuff.
Okay. Yeah.
He
said it's tricky. It's You said it's tricky, so You like you.
No, I said it's tricky because I know some women that like the pain, but it's like, how much pain can I give you? Like, I want OD with the
Yeah,
pain.
I did. The OD be crazy. That you be like, damn, I'm hurting. Like,
Right.
Well, too, it's got to be that's where that safe word comes in, like the word where it be like you're doing too
But
much.
that's what I'm saying. Some of them, like, you think you OD with the pain, but she like it.
let me ask you a question. Would you stop if you seen blood? If you going hard, you giving the pain, and you see blood, are you stopping?
No, because we're gonna have a conversation ahead of time that if no matter if you see blood or not, did you use the safe word?
All right.
No, but I'm saying, what if she don't know she bleeding, but you do?
Is it a lot, or is it like did she get scratched?
Scratch,
It's
right.
a lot. It's a lot. It's you know what I mean.
All right, if it's a lot, then yeah, I'm stopping.
Okay.
But if it's like
What the fuck did you do? Punch her in the
that's what I'm
nose?
saying. If it's just like a little scratch that she bleeding, or sometimes people be having like, depending on the situation, they be having like nosebleeds. So if she got a nosebleed and like I know that that's a normal thing for her, but she ain't tripping about it, like she wants to continue, I ain't stopping.
Mhm.
So if she had
Yeah.
oral and she has a nosebleed, are you continuing?
Yeah, I'm rocking.
And I think too, like for so let's just say we're talking about what right now. I mean, men, it could be reversed as well, but the pain threshold for what the body actually releases is different. So like they could not be really feeling much, but they could be, let's just say if we're talking about flogging, right? And the whelps start, piling up and you break skin
Right,
and start bleeding. But it's intense for her, but she has not reached the pain threshold yet.
right, right.
So you can just keep going, and she's not really necessarily, wanting you to stop.
That's why I said it's tricky, Ish, because in our eyes we can see the pain that we're inflicting, but she is getting and turned on. She likes
My
Right,
to the Christ.
it. Like she likes it, but I know this is hurting.
right,
That's
right.
what.
And right. And that's where the word comes in, because once she says the word, then you're going to know that she can't take any more. So,
Right.
but anything prior to that is
I
cool.
think Nell is talking about like protecting her from herself.
Yeah, protect her from herself. Are you like, yo, all right, we done did enough.
Right.
Like we going, like the pain is super, super intense. You bleeding, you don't know.
Right.
Let's do together. Like I understand y'all like the pain, but sometimes where's the care and compassion coming in?
Right.
Mhm.
Or
Because
is
like
it
Nell like smothering, like some girls will like it until they actually seriously really do pass out.
Right.
no, but they're going
Yeah.
back though.
Would you say?
If we're back with the stroke, like it's going
Right, right. But still, I wouldn't want to risk that.
okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Because that's one of those ones that, if something complicated happens, like it would be difficult to bring back.
Right,
Like even a stroke might not bring back.
right.
Get you a little defibrillator off of
Right.
$15. Just get you one
Oh God.
good. If
I
they
can't. I can't.
and
So
we all,
y'all will both. Mhm.
if we could do all the wild shit, we could bring somebody back to life.
Yeah, I can't.
What's the question? Each what you about to ask us?
So I was about to say, like, okay, so obviously y'all would be good with inflicting it. Any receiving pain?
I'm actually not good with inflicting it, but I would do it if she asked.
I'm
Like I
not.
Okay,
would if she asked, but I don't want to do it.
Yeah, I'm not
okay,
conflicting. I'm. I'm
okay.
still with the.
And
I'm like, damn, I'm killing him. I'm like, that hurt. Like,
Right,
oh, right.
right.
All right. And how about receiving it?
Fuck no.
nah, come on, come on,
All
Aisha.
right. Okay. I mean, never know. Some shit y'all just might like or might be into.
No, thank you.
Nah, I'm
All
cool.
right. In a split second, name a current porn star.
I say my life over to Jesus, man.
Yeah. Porn star names? They got names now?
I can't.
Yesteryear or like
Huh?
any era like or
All
no?
right, well, I did say current. Y'all obviously don't know any current ones.
Yeah, I don't know.
So, all right, just name one in the history of porn in your life.
Yo, this is what I want to say, man. There was a whole era with this lady that I thought she was trash.
Corinne
I
stuff?
thought Pinky was trash, man.
Yeah, Pinky was.
Who?
Oh
I
no.
thought Pinky
Oh,
was trash.
Pinky.
Yeah, Pinky was
Eh,
trash. Definitely.
Everybody loved Pinky though.
Not
What
me.
was it? But what
No,
was it?
what it was with Pinky, she was the first one that didn't have a BBL, and her ass was super fat. That's why people liked her. And back
Okay,
asses was in because nobody had the BBLs.
Right.
got it. Okay, because everybody loved Pinky. Like you couldn't not talk about porn without mentioning her name, or just in songs, or just whatever.
No, I
All
like
right,
it.
so
Wait a minute.
who else?
Who is
Who is
Xavier?
Xavier Holland? I was getting ready to say that. I'm sorry, I don't know. Wait,
Somebody from Southwest. Who knows?
no, I
You
can't.
looking them up?
Yes, I'm looking them up. I know y'all not gonna look them up.
I sure ain't. Who is Xavier, man? What is happening
What's
right
his name? Xavier Holland?
Yeah, Xavier Holland.
I can't. So y'all both said Pinky. Anybody else?
Jada Fire.
He was from 1971.
No, was he? Is Xavier Hollander?
I can.
Yeah, I see Xavier Hollander. He was
Yeah.
43.
Wait,
No. Oh my God.
I mean, who said that?
Sarah.
Sarah.
We're not knowing
Oh my God. I can't. So we said Pinky.
that. I know
It's a lot of
more about faces than names.
than anything, right?
Oh,
Like, yeah, I remember Shorty.
All right. When you're in the act of sex, what voice do you like your partner to have?
Little baby voice.
Oh yeah, you did say little baby voice. No, what you said?
her normal motherfucking voice.
You don't want her to be like soft. You don't want her to be. But wait, T.
What?
Question. Why is my phone just typing by itself?
Because you got the joint.
What?
Yeah, you
I
got.
know I hit the joint by accident. Um, when you say little baby voice, right?
Right.
Is it no, not that.
Not, not an actual baby. Come
He
on,
want
what,
a little tender jaw. He don't want no little baby jaw.
what are we doing?
My man, pedophile.
I mean, stop it.
Wow, Ish.
Yeah.
Eddie
But
is
wait. Well, you know what I thought of initially when you said it? Like, you know how people dress up and behave as babies?
Right.
Yeah, so that's the first thing that popped into my head.
No, that ain't it, man.
All right. Nell, you said what? You said her regular damn voice.
yeah.
So not soft, not
I mean,
anything.
still, she could be soft and sexy or something, but just talking in your own voice.
All right. Are you making out on the first date?
Are we doing what?
Are you making out on the first date? Or
Yes.
have you made out on the first date?
Yes. The fuck?
Yeah, T.
Y'all say if I see anybody in the comments that say no to making on a first date, but y'all want to be walked like a dog and put in a cage, I'm gonna kill myself right now.
Depends on the
I can't. All right. You said what was your answer, Tay?
I said depends on the girl.
Oh,
Not
you
always.
said depends on the
Yeah,
girl.
on
Okay,
the
got
girl,
it.
not always kissing. Like that's like kissing, like making out. We talking about kissing or the whole situation?
No, the whole situation.
Yeah, you can't do everybody on the first time.
Okay,
Nah,
so it depends.
people weird.
So, but wait, what does it depend on? Does it depend on the vibe, or does it depend on how she looks? Like you could tell, like, oh, she ain't good hygienically. Like, what is it?
First of all, we're not going on a date if you're not good. Actually, what are we doing here? It's not based on the looks. It's based on the vibe.
The vibe.
Oh,
Yeah, because you already like the look. You went out with him.
right. Okay. Got you. Okay. If you're stuck on an elevator with your partner, are you fucking or are you too afraid that the doors will open up at any minute?
She got on leggings.
What happened? What's the question?
I said, if you're stuck on an elevator, are you fucking with your partner or are you too afraid that the elevators are going to open?
I'm just gonna say I wish.
Mm-hmm.
I wish. What? What?
I wish that we was going at it, because I definitely ain't scared.
Okay, so you wouldn't be afraid, like
She's
no, because you know what I mean, or you're too panic stricken. Like you know how some people are in certain situations and they're not thinking about it. Like they're like, oh no, we gotta focus on how we getting out of here. Like who? Some people would be
I'm
like,
like,
who? Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Now you said you fucking on the elevator or not?
I would.
Okay. And what song are you fucking to in the elevator?
no songs.
She got a dump. That's one.
See, you just getting right to it. You're not setting the mood. What
No
if she nervous?
elevator.
What if she nervous?
Stop.
But what if she nervous because she hear the ropes, the elevator ropes clinking and clacking?
Yo, who
And,
got this time, man?
We gonna die, so it don't matter.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody setting the mood on no elevator, man.
you got
Yeah, I'm not gonna take my phone out and play music.
You know what I mean? Pull up my playlist for the elevator.
Yeah.
well, listen. Y'all don't believe in setting the mood wherever you go? No?
No.
Okay. Not even on the elevator, y'all. So you gotta listen to all the clinkety clink. I'll be like, listen, turn on that some body rocking knocking the boots. Turn on some H-Town.
I'm not turning on nothing.
I'm kill your battery.
You know what I mean? Just bend over and pull your pants down, man.
Exactly.
I ain't doing all that.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I can't. All right.
Music about the music was going to infuriate me. I'm like, yo, why you?
Mhm.
We trying to die.
Right.
Has anyone ever heard you having sex?
Of course.
Oh, sure.
Yes.
So would it be like people in the house or people next door?
No, man. I'm gonna tell you like this, man. My brother and his girl used to listen to the vents,
Oh my God.
That's wild shit.
man.
I'd be like, yo, stop your shit. Like, what the fuck? I'd have been in the vent.
For what? You
I'd have
kill
had,
let them be.
I wouldn't have wanted to hear it unless I was fucking
You
too.
block it. You sure a hater.
Yeah, unless I was fucking too. I wouldn't want to hear that shit. I'd be like,
Just hate.
I ain't getting none. Yes.
Was getting some. Yeah, go get it. You know what I mean? I'm like,
Yes. I'd be like, I ain't fucking getting none. Or
So,
who's tired of this? Go ahead.
wait a minute. Do y'all listen?
So who listen?
If y'all hear our neighbors or somebody smashing, do y'all listen?
nah. You do? I don't got neighbors that fuck.
That's what I was getting ready to say. Like, I don't never hear my neighbors good at it. Like ever.
My neighbors is a old lady and a little boy.
I told you people wasn't having sex anyway.
She can't. She old. She like 80 something.
All right. I can't. All right. Are y'all tired of the same old shit?
What do that mean?
Just the same old rigmarole.
I ain't tired of it if it's good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's good. It's good. What we up for?
Okay.
Yeah, if it's good, I'm rocking.
Mm-hmm. All right. What do you like more? Dirty text or dirty talk in person?
Either send me the nudes. Send me the nudes. I'd much rather have that than a text or a conversation. Like
Yeah,
I like to see shit. I'm visual.
that's a fact.
I'm more
Okay.
visual than anything. So send me the news. And
Okay.
don't put the towel over your stomach. We already know you're fat. Don't we already know you got stretch marks. Don't cover it up. Just let it be known. Let it just be
Right
natural.
there.
Yeah, this the joint that I hate. Look, no, this the joint that I hate.
Yeah, like what are you covering? Like
A little cover.
yeah, why are you covering it? It's a
Right.
reason why I'm with you.
right.
I know you're thick. I know you got stretch marks. I know you're whatever. You know, not we don't call people fat no more, just thick. But we already established that. What are you covering it up for?
But
Mm.
why you covering your nipples when you supposed to be when you sending me the
And
news?
then the nude.
Or don't put
Maybe she
the towel
wanted to be
over, don't put
artistic.
the towel from here to the thing. It looks out like now I'm focused on the towel. Like why the fuck is the towel there? Just send the body. Just
Mm.
send your natural full body. I love it. I'm cool with it.
Right. Right. So dirty text over dirty talk in person.
yeah,
Okay.
the dirty talk is one of them ones though. I'm not mad at it, but I
So
like
love.
the dirty text better.
So is there ever a time where even though you like the dirty talk, right? But is there ever a time where you don't want it?
Never.
Okay. You now?
I don't like. I'm reading it. Just send it to me.
Right. So you
I got
don't have to have it during your sessions.
what?
Like you just
We in the midst of it.
yeah, like do you yeah, it doesn't matter.
Nah, I'm focusing on more or less you. Like I like to see their eyes roll back. I like the expression on your face. I like to see you biting your little lip or whatever the case,
Mm,
or you squirming or whatever. Yeah,
mm,
all that type of shit.
mm-hmm.
So you don't want the text now when she sent you the text like I woke up this morning and all I was thinking about was sucking you off.
Yeah, I would love that. But yeah, that's decent. That's thorough. That's nice.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I
That's
like
cool.
that's a good.
Okay. Okay. All right, last one. Have you ever made a sex tape?
Is that a real question?
Mm-hmm.
I told y'all my TV is a
Oh
fucking.
yeah, that's right. Now I forgot your teething. Do you like have them and save them like for forever, or do they just go
My
away?
TV is smart. That's why you spend money. Shit, you know.
What do you say to the people who don't like to? Have you ever engaged with someone where you wanted to do it but they didn't?
That's always.
No.
What do you mean? Like
Yeah.
they be like they not with it?
Right.
Oh, okay. How does that come up in conversation? Like
I want to make a tape. I want to make a movie. And,
I want to
and
make
they
a
was
movie.
like, no. Just like that.
And like, what do y'all feel? Like, what do you feel?
I don't feel no kind of way about
You
it.
don't be feeling enough to say fuck it.
Yeah, I'm still getting the drones. I ain't tripping.
He said I'm
Peace.
still getting
We
the
don't we
job.
don't get we don't get bent out of shape over the word no. We hear no so much,
Right.
so it's like cool.
Right.
Right. Okay.
Plus, you gotta respect people's boundaries and shit. People
All
just,
right.
I mean, they'll
Right.
come around.
Yeah.
With,
Right.
Yeah. Thanks. All right. Well, y'all kind of fell into the freak zone. Y'all not freakazoids. I named it freakazoids. You remember that?
Yeah.
I remember my girlfriend just to be like, "Oh, you're a freakazoid." All right. So y'all not freakazoids, but y'all land in the freaks. The people who like answered or said yes like to 1 through 5 of the questions, they need to be outside. They need to go outside and they need to get some of their shit together.
I don't think they think that.
Oh, they need to start thinking. They need to start thinking that. Need to be outside and do some shit. Get some shit popping.
Be
Get some
comfortable.
shit popping. Quantify your pleasure. Get it done. Get it done. Quantify your pleasure. All right, so that was the erotic zone.
Okay. All
That was
right.
the E zone.
Let's run through the entertainment quick spin real quick. There was a loss that had happened. A singer or a rapper slash singer by the name of Enchanting, who was also signed to Gucci Man at one point in time. She allegedly passed away from overdosing on perks. She was just 26 years old. I seen this going across a lot of the socials that, a lot of the girls knew who she was and they thought that she was extremely talented. But this all goes back to like her losing a couple people. It might have been like a boyfriend and a couple of other people. And it's like the self-medicating thing. So it's like when you have trauma or a loss, people get caught up in the self-medicating to deal with it. And then it gets like spirals out of control. So did y'all see, anything that's going on with this, or do y'all know the story?
Yeah, I mean, I just pretty much I read the reports and stuff and articles that basically said that it was in fact um a self-medicating type situation where I believe it was perks, right?
Yeah,
Allegedly, allegedly. Um and if you see her body and her frame is small.
right.
So the ingesting constantly, it could overwork your heart, it could overwork your other organs, and too much of it could just, take you down. You just never know what someone is dealing with and their ability to cope. And it seemed that she was attempting to reach out to people a few days before just for help. Like she felt herself struggling, she felt herself spiraling even more, and it seemed like she was trying to reach out for help, and either people weren't receptive to her, or people have attempted to help her before and just didn't get good um vibes from her when they were trying to help, or whatever the case may be. It could be a bunch of different scenarios,
It's
but
like the boy that cried wolf.
right. Right. So, it is difficult to kind of know the basis around which, she was finding herself at a loss. But it's just sad that sometimes, dealing with loss or grief or what have you will have you leaning into um self-medicating, and you have to be strong enough to bring yourself either up out of it, to recognize that it's happening and it's a spiral, or have good folks in your corner to pull your coattail, and you listen.
Self-medicating is a very real and scary thing. That's why I try to tell people that whether it be alcohol or perks or weed or whatever it may be, you can get lost like mentally.
For sure.
This is not a space that you're naturally, based in. So once you start that self-medicating and it's like, all right, I feel better, I don't feel the pain right now. And then this just continues on down that bad cycle until things like this happens. Rest in peace to Channing, man. What you said now?
They're so addictive. You can't. It's once they get in your body, man. They hard to shake. Hard to shake.
So yeah, she was just 26. Sad story, Yanya. Yeah, man. All we can say is thoughts and prayers. But some peace.
Yeah.
I think each went to go tinkle everybody. Let me see what's next, man. Power Book, man. I was kind of pissed off at this story, man. And I got the video, I think. Oh no, I don't have the video. Where's my videos at today? He's like, oh, I got the video. Let me see where it's at. Aisha, you back?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me see if I got the video. All right, I'm gonna see if I can play the video. Aisha will tinker.
Yes, I do.
Everybody in here has worked a job, has more than $1 million. Y'all have never worked, y'all never did nothing. Y'all literally have 5 minutes of max in here. Then y'all gotta get out, okay?
5 minutes? You know how much 5 minutes is?
Okay. Ladies in the race with Donald Trump, clip that. My next girlfriend's gonna be college in it, clip that. We got 54,000 views. I'm doing anything for clout. I'm trying to go viral. Just trying to see. Let me see you go viral. You got a banana? Oh! Hey, what are you doing? Stop! Get up! Get up!
All right, what's your thoughts?
You guys keep your hands to yourself, you know. Like, but I see people like, saying, "Oh, that wasn't about nothing. Like, why he making a big deal? He a weirdo for that." Like, I've seen so many bad, negative remarks about his reaction and him feeling as if he was assaulted that it's sad.
Why you say feeling like he was assaulted? He was assaulted.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. People are saying, "Oh, well, it's not assault." You're feeling like it's assault, but it's not assault. You weren't assaulted. Like, okay, she rubbed up on your shit. Like, that wasn't nothing.
My issue is that he didn't like move her. First of all, his kids right there. His kids in the room with y'all.
Right.
So you extremely out of pocket for doing that, shorty. And all you had to do was like take your arm, like,
right,
shoo, shorty.
right.
Yeah.
I'd have been like, whoa, whoa, like, yeah, I just definitely would have thought that, like, just with any situation, male or female, like, make it known that you're uncomfortable, like, get your hands off of me or whatever. Like, maybe I think he said he was in shock.
Right. But
he was in shock that it was happening.
That's what I'm saying. That's why experience is like the best teacher, because this kind of shit happens to me all the time. That's why I'm very mindful about my personal space. And when I feel you invading my personal space, I'm gonna do my shoulder jaw and like, move, you too close. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm never gonna let you get that close to me where you just grabbing my shit like that. Like, what are we doing?
Right.
Wow.
Right.
That's wild. I don't think that he handled it right. And I think him saying that he was in shock is because he a weirdo nerd young boy. Like, he had never been outside. Like, if he grew up in the hood, he would have knew how to handle this. He wouldn't be like, I'm in shock. What is happening right now?
Right. Yeah, I definitely would agree with that.
I'm not that he was in shock shit. I'm not. Yeah. No, what you doing? I'm sure to grab you like that.
I'm pushing her off me, but this kind of disagree with y'all, right? And the reason why I disagree with y'all is because if the roles was reversed and it was man or woman, and a man was doing that to a young lady, she could stand there and be in shock, and then to be, oh shit, she was in shock. Just because he's a young black man does not mean that he can't be in shock because of this. I like what he did. He played it cool because there were young kids around. He didn't make a scene. The only reason why a scene was being made is because they were on live and people caught his face.
Right.
But incited them to the brother to make a statement, which then Tariq came back and said, this was the reason why this happened. I kind of wasn't going to make it a big deal. I was left it there, but he spoke on it and made it what it wasn't. And now I'm letting you know what it was.
Right.
So, and he said, it's sexual abuse because I didn't consent to it.
Right.
I was taken aback. I was shocked, and I was uncomfortable.
Right.
I loved how he took the high road and was mature about it and didn't kind of make a scene, because maybe if he would have pushed her off, let's say that she could have said he assaulted her.
Right.
Let's say that she could have said, "Oh, he was an aggressor," and whatever. You never know what could come from that. So when we say, yo, he kind of don't have experience, he not outside, he a nerdy little kid, we gotta hold the same regards that we gotta hold the same people and their place like we hold everybody else. If that was
that's what I'm saying. I don't give women a pass on that either. If a guy do that to a woman and she don't say nothing, I don't want to hear that she was in shock either. I don't want to hear it.
But did he really come out and say anything? Or what happened was the brother went live, right? Somebody was saying that somebody came on the thing and was saying, "Yo, did you see Tariq's face?
Right.
Something going on back there?" And the brother was like, "Well, she sees celebrities all the time. I always got celebrities over here. She was just whatever. She actually is in love with him. She loves his character, whatever the case may be. So she was just really playing, and he didn't take responsibility for it. The brother didn't. So Tariq said, no, what really happened is this was what happened. I was kind of whatever the case may be, but it's cool. Let's leave it alone. If the roles was reversed, this would have went totally different."
Right, but what I'm saying is, like, say when we was young boys, now we at the house party or whatever. If niggas is touching on a girl, but it ain't no, is she in shock? Either she ain't gonna say nothing because she cool with it, or she gonna be like, "Get off of me." Yeah, I don't want to hear that. I'm in shock thing, like.
For sure, but the world different now. The world is a different place.
I said it's nerdy.
Is that nerdy, or is it just him protecting himself, his brand, his image? And
protecting yourself is move, shorty, don't touch me. That's protecting yourself. Move.
It is protecting yourself, but we always see the retaliation be bigger than the act. And his get off me would have made it look like, oh shit, he's being aggressive to this young girl. He's doing all this crazy stuff, because then to everybody else it's like he pushing her off and whatever. And once the story comes out, it's like he's backpedaling, trying to cover up for the reason why what people seen him for.
But would you rather take the backlash or than to let her go?
It's a teachable moment.
Right.
Teachable moment. You know, this is something that she will learn from. This is something that the brother will actually go and learn from. You can't bring everybody, around certain people. And again, he was doing a lot of the things he was saying, as you heard, they was doing it for clout. People do a lot of things to be exposed, right? And to get clout. Who's to say that he didn't tell his sister to do that?
Right.
You know what I mean? Do this. We're going to go viral. Now, everybody going to tune in now because whenever I have a guest, they want to see if you can keep your hands to yourself. They want to make sure that whatever the case may be, they want to see if that's going to happen again. Now we got 20,000 more viewers that's coming on along with the other viewers that we had watching this.
I would rather take the backlash of somebody saying you ain't had to do all that or you being too aggressive than to just go ahead and let you fondle me.
Bro, she is a nobody. He got a brand.
That's what I'm saying. I don't care about the status of it.
He got a brand. It's a lot different when you got a brand and your brand is something that you built. He built that. So we've seen how we can literally lose things with the snap of a finger with somebody else's allegations.
Right. Right. But right is right and wrong is wrong.
Right is right, wrong is wrong. But when do people look at the wrong?
And if you're fondling me, I'm gonna be a little. I don't care if I'm wrong after that because you was fondling.
You pushing her down, pushing her off you.
I might have pushed her out of the room and down the steps.
Right.
The headlines tomorrow is going to be.
I'm cool with that. I'm cool with the headlines. I'm cool with the headlines tomorrow because you got to make an example because people going to try you.
Being labeled as an abuser, woman beater, a domestic violence situation, you throwing.
I'm gonna be like, y'all can clearly see that she was trying to touch my jaw.
And what they going to say is you should have kept your composure and you should have handled it maturely instead of now.
Like you keep your composure. I threw Shorty down the steps and I'm not apologizing.
I get it, but but that goes back to some of the things that we talk about here.
Right.
You could be saying you can be debating a point and have no malice, but the people always see the one who retaliates and comes back louder or more aggressive, and then label them as the aggressor and forget about the person who started it.
That's true.
So you never live down those allegations or even those claims or even the videos that show that, damn, he pushed this girl down the fucking steps. All she did, the headlines would be, all she did was rub up against the guy. He was uncomfortable, and he pushed him down the steps. Now your whole brand destroyed.
I can live with that though. I can live with that because it's like this. Say if you got a girl at home, like you got a wife at home, she ain't trying to hear that you was protecting your bread.
I hope she will be.
Why did you let her grab your dick? That's what she gonna say.
Right.
So I'm gonna ask her, what would you much rather me do?
I'd rather you push her off of you.
All right,
I
push her off of her, and she go all wild and flailing. Now I'm labeled as an abuser. I have no other jobs coming in because I have these claims of an abuser because I wasn't able to keep my composure. How many times have we been told, keep your composure, keep your composure, keep your composure? You got to and always retaliate. You got to be chill. You got to be sensible and think before you do. And then when you do something, then they say, well, you should have thought about it.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. The money's not going to change my course of action. So it's like that's just like when you at work and somebody say something crazy to you, you can keep your composure and be like, it ain't worth me using my job, or you can be like, I don't give a fuck. You said something crazy to me, and I'm not going to allow that.
I get it, but at a certain point, we gotta be mature about the situation too. We can't just all go down because this is something you worked for, T. Let's say this is something that you worked for, you built, you did this yourself. And to see someone else come along and take that from you from a lewd act, and now they got you being the aggressor, and none of that is towards her.
Right. I agree. I agree with what you're saying, but this wasn't a case of somebody like saying you cute or saying something that you didn't like. She grabbed his dick. Like, that's over the line.
You know what the world will say, T? And we hear this all the time. But you a man. You supposed to handle yourself differently. You are a man. You can take her. You're more powerful than her. You gotta hold restraints. She's a woman. You should have held your composure and then told the authorities and then told somebody else. But for you to put your hands on a woman is kind of crazy. So you shouldn't have did that. You won't be given that. You won't be afforded that grace that should be afforded to you because of someone else's actions towards you and your retaliation to it. You will always be held accountable for that because you are a man.
I agree, and I hear you. But if you stick her fingers up your butt now, are you keeping your composure?
Said I'm gonna keep my composure.
I worked hard to get here.
You're not sticking your fingers up my butt, shorty. I don't care how much composure y'all want to have.
Hold up. Well, where's my team? Because I've got a team with me. At this point, I'm too big to be there by myself.
No, he was there by himself. It was just him and Chinese Kitty.
All right, cool. Then I'm on my phone. When I'm getting fined, I'm on my phone like, yo, babe, I just got fondled. Shorty up here fondling the dog, dumb shit out of me. She gonna pull up.
No, you ain't letting Shorty stick her fingers up your butt. I don't care what you say.
I'm not gonna stick her fingers up my joints. Wow. I got to get through a couple layers to get to the hole. But if that happened, I'ma chill.
That's what I'm saying. If somebody says something or if somebody grabs your shoulder, yeah, you could keep your composure. But if somebody touch your private parts, your natural reflex is going to be like, you ain't got to throw them down the steps like I said, but my natural reflex is going to move you back.
Yeah, but I get it, right? I get it. We're so trained to defend ourselves. Sometimes defending ourselves could cause more harm than good in the grand scheme of things. I get it. Our personal space is our personal space. But that little quick minute of reaction can be a lifetime versus of scars. And he only 20 something years old.
Right.
We in our 40s, damn near in our 50s, we can kind of fade to the back. But this young man still has life to live and lessons to learn and obstacles to face. So I like the fact that he was able to hold his composure because he recognizes.
All right, so you as a 20 whatever year old, you got to wake up and look at yourself in the mirror every day and know that that girl stuck her fingers up your butt and you cool because you kept your composure with it. Cool.
You know, I know on the back end what could have came from that. I could have murdered that fucking girl. And now I'm looking at myself in a little glass fucking mirror trying to stare out thinking what my family out in the real world doing. That right there will change your perspective in a whole real quick.
Right.
Like I'm in a jail.
That's why I said there's a middle ground between killing Shorty or pushing Shorty down the steps. Then my natural reflex is going to back you up. I don't have to physically harm you, but I'm going to back you up.
But now, what if we the guy who was running down the street who got found convicted, who was Megan Good's boyfriend? We don't even know his name anymore. He's Megan, right? Jonathan Major doesn't even have a name anymore. He's now Megan Good's boyfriend because of the allegations in this video that was put out there that said he assaulted that white girl.
But guess what? Guess what?
He's now relegated to being somebody's boyfriend instead of him being a lead actor in a bunch of movie series.
Right.
How those quick moments or those quick seconds, someone else's regression changed his whole trajectory.
Right.
I see too many clues out there that still tells me calm the fuck down right now. Somebody.
Right, but guess what? What else is that he's happy looking at himself every day?
I'm tired. He looking at myself every motherfucking day. No, I was able to save Grace. And I was able to save myself from public embarrassment. I was able to save myself from a domestic violence charge. I was able to save myself from doing something that my mama told me not to do. Let's put my hands on a woman. Let somebody else handle that.
All I know is I don't care about the public perception. I care about me looking at myself every day, knowing that you stuck your fingers in my butt. And that's not going to sit right with me. I'm sorry.
Like the violation, like the finger twirl crazy. Like that's wild. But I'm still dead. Like yeah, the finger pop up is wild, but yeah, I'm still chill.
He's look, the boy stuck his fingers up your vagina. You keeping your composure.
See, that's different from her.
How is it? There's no difference.
It's different from her because that is now rape.
It's rape if she stick her fingers up your butt. You don't feel raped?
I do feel raped. But who sees that? All they see then is me throwing her down the steps and choking her out, kicking her in her face, all that. Now they see the wild one. They see the big green man who come out.
That's what I'm saying. It ain't about who sees what. I told you, I don't care about the perception of it. It's about what actually happens.
You can't explain what really happened when people see.
I'm not trying to explain it because I know what happens. And however the consequences is the consequences. I don't care.
Damn, I get it, but I don't get it. I can't. Like
you just said, you gonna let Shorty rape your butt.
But not for long though.
Not for long.
I can't.
It's not gonna be long. Like she got me. All right, cool. You got me. But maybe
so you saw the video, right?
Yeah.
She held his jaw for a minute.
Yeah.
He probably was rubbing on it and shit.
It was too long.
I feel some type of way. I'm gonna just put a bag on her head, and then nobody know I did it. Hell, I don't gotta worry about nothing. No perception. No nothing. Somebody got her up out of here, and I can go act in my movies again.
I hear it, but I can't do it. I gotta look at myself every day. I gotta look at myself every day. I can't do it. All right, people, moving on.
Are just doing that? Like,
Bernie Mac star Camille Winbush said that, times is getting hard. So she went on over. She played Vanessa, I believe, the dark skinned oldest but she niece, the oldest niece on the Bernie Mac show, the dark skinned one. Said that times was getting hard. She's not getting those Bernie Mac checks anymore. So she went on and joined OnlyFans. And she said, I don't know why people feel so bad about it because I'm in the comforts of my own home that I was able to afford because I'm on OnlyFans. So does anybody have a problem with her being on OnlyFans?
No, I mean, she's setting her boundaries in regards to it. She stated it's classy, very minimal nudity. She's controlling what she puts out there. And for those of her fans who like her content, etc., they're going to keep coming back, and this is how she is going to, continue to make a living. And that people shouldn't care too much about what it is that she's doing, like you said, in the confines of her own home for those who want to watch it. So kudos to her. I don't see a reason, especially if you're in control.
All right, so Nell, if you were sick and times got rough, would you let your girl pay for you on OnlyFans?
no.
Why not?
I'm gonna just go get a job.
You sick? I just said you sick.
I ain't that sick.
You this sick you can't get out of bed, man. You on bed rest.
I can work from my computer, from my bed. I just can't get behind. You know,
Behind her selling her feet pics.
yeah, because that's not the only job that we can get.
Yeah, but it might pay more.
As we said before, is commerce always the way? Is the money always the end all be all?
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's the easy way out. That's the easy way out. And I mean, it's like when you have no other life skills and shit, you gotta turn to sexuality. Like you gotta turn to sexual.
That's a cop out though.
About like it's a cop out. I
think it's a cop out for people to say that that's the easy way out. Why is it the easy way out? Maybe I like my feet and other people like my feet. What's the problem?
Congratulations. If that's what you want to do, you do what you do.
Mm-hmm.
But because what happens is it starts with the feet, then it moves up to now the kneecaps.
That's not necessarily true, man. Some people stay at the feet.
But the feet get to, oh shit, I got somebody in my DM said they'll pay me $10,000 if I go up from my feet to my thighs. And now the bag has gotten bigger, and now you expose them more. Oh shit, you showed me the thighs. Now, okay, now I'm gonna give you $25,000 if you show me the kitty cat.
I just get lost in the conversation of people acting like you never seen a naked body before, or that nobody's ever seen your person naked before.
Mm-hmm.
But I ain't gotta expose my because somebody's seen a naked before. Don't mean I gotta expose my world to some money for her to be a naked. Like that's not that. Nah, I don't believe that.
But she wasn't even naked. She's selling feet pics.
Yeah, but little Bernie Mac John is whatever. But my woman,
right?
Nah.
So what if she said she wanted to do it though? So it's like, you breaking up with her?
It's a conversation that we got to have, and at the end of the day, we're a unit at this point. This is my wife. This ain't just my girl or anything like that. Like this is our home. This is a conversation that I have, and not everything is always ruled with money.
Right. I mean, this is just something that she want to do. It ain't about the money.
She want to sell her feet.
Right.
Sell your feet, whore. I'm out.
That's your whore. Jesus. How did we get here?
I can't.
Because it opens the door. Number of other things. It opens the door for somebody to be like, "Yo, I got an indecent proposal. Here goes $50,000 for you to show me your joint. You's driven by money because that's what got you here. Now you doing it. Now what you just did, You sacrifice something that we had talked about that's not what you're supposed to do because of this money. Everything in the world ain't always got to be about money. Don't always equate to happiness and togetherness. Like let's get that foundation out the way right here.
I'll be confused because sometimes it's about the money and sometimes it ain't.
Well, if they want to do it, and that's what they want to do, you choose to do what you want to do with your life. I don't gotta choose to take that path with you. You did?
Right. I just don't. I don't know where the line is on the. Is it about the money or not? Because when you want the new house, it's about the money, right?
Got bad feet anyway. I be seeing y'all pictures.
That's a fact. A lot of y'all have bad feet.
Friend. Like let's not be like everybody's feet cute. Y'all be having the burnt, busted, crusted bottom Jones. Y'all feet be dark and ugly and shit. Come on, I seen your feet. Always the right ones.
So I'm asking, so is it about the money when you want a new house?
I don't need none of that, gang. I'm Tahid. See, I look, I set myself up for whatever.
Right.
The type of dude I am, I'm always going to set myself up to win or be comfortable at the end. So I'm already doing that now to set myself up from 10, 15, 20 years from now. So if anything happens to me and I can't get up and go hustle like I normally used to, I'm comfortable. I already set that stage for me to be that.
Right, but it just seems like people be placing these like sexual, like it's a bad thing.
So all right. So why were the OnlyFans? Why not contact Ebony Jet?
That's what I'm saying.
And sell your pictures, sell your feet model, be a model, feet model.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. People always make it like it's a bad thing. Like say if it's Playboy or whatever. It's a bad thing?
Playboy is it's nudity. It's a soft nudity type of situation.
Right.
You going in there to do what? Showcase your body?
No, you're going to be in the Playboy magazine.
Take pictures?
Right.
I'm cool.
She's not allowed to do it?
She could do whatever she wants. I don't stop nobody from doing what they do. But understand.
Right, but are you frowning upon her for doing it? Why?
That's mine. That's not for the world.
There it is. Because that's why. I guess, man.
It's the same I talked about earlier where people doing things for attention. Is attention seeking. We doing it for it. We're doing it to seek attention. You're getting attention.
But some people are also just like sexual people. Like that kind of thing is like not embarrassing to them. It's like I'm a sexual person. I like to show my body. That don't mean I'm fucking everybody.
You know what that is? You know what that means? There's a lane for everyone to be whatever. And everybody has the choices that they need to make for themselves. I'm never going to stop somebody from making a choice for themselves. Never. I will never handcuff anybody from doing what they want to do. But understand that doesn't always have to come with my approval.
Right.
Or
I'm asking, why is it a bad thing though?
It's not. I don't cast no aspersions upon anybody and saying, yo, what you doing is bad. That's not for me to choose. I'm just saying where I'm not rocking. I'm not rocking with that. You could do whatever you choose to do. I will never stop nobody's hustle, never stop nobody's progression, never tell somebody that they can and cannot be what they want to be. Congratulations, be all you can be in the army. I don't care. But I'm not taking that ride with you.
Okay.
Just not.
I got a question because you said you had an OnlyFans.
I do got one. Does it cost to join OnlyFans? Do you have to pay? No, you don't have to pay. They get a percentage of the money that comes through. So it's just like YouTube. You join YouTube and you're a content creator. You don't have to pay to join YouTube. You just pay for the money that comes through your content. The content that's made, they take a little percentage. Because what is OnlyFans is the actual vessel that's housing all this content creating. So subscriptions that people are subscribing to your page, or that's why a lot of people that have OnlyFans go into like the private messages or create their private rooms and or they'll tell you, here's my email, I'll send you something, so they can get the money straight to them and don't have to pay OnlyFans or don't have to pay a middleman to house that content. Yeah, they got their normal content on there, which they have to create. But then too, if you wanted something one-off, you could pay them directly through a Cash App or whatever the case may be for some exclusive content.
To each his own, man.
Congratulations, absolutely.
To each his own. It just don't bother me. Like, I'm not on that side of it where I'm going to frown upon you because you're a sexual person or you like to show your body.
You and your girl get together and she say, "Yo, I want to join OnlyFans and I want to go nasty on that joint." Nasty. That's what you doing. You rocking? You letting it roll?
She want to do OnlyFans with me?
No. She wants OnlyFans with you, other guys, other content, just whatever.
If she want to do OnlyFans by herself or with me, I'm rocking. Now it's cheating now if you fucking other niggas. That's a different story.
But she said for the bag though. Remember, everything was for the bag.
I didn't say everything was for the bag. I said that's where the line gets lost. Some people are not doing it for the bag. Some people just are freaky. That's what I'm saying.
But just getting paid for it.
Right. So I'm already freaky. I might as well get paid for it.
How many of y'all people in the comments? I want to know from the congregation. How many of y'all would join OnlyFans and post sexual content?
Right.
How many of y'all will be okay with that?
What if it's a no face, no trace, y'all? Is it still bad? You just playing with herself.
But you got to have a face because you got to have a face on your profile.
Not necessarily.
So is a no face, no trace type of drink?
Right.
Nah, still I'm not exploiting my woman like that. I don't.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's not you exploiting her. It's just something that she want to do.
Yeah, that's cool. I wanna sit at home and watch basketball all fucking day. I can't.
You could,
but she not gonna want me to or allow me to.
How she ain't gonna have it saying that?
Cause I ain't got no motherfucking money coming in.
That ain't her problem.
It is. It's gonna be a problem. She gotta take care of us.
Aisha, is this a bad thing?
What? Fill me in, guys, because I was having a allergy attack. I was coughing and I needed to.
Are you good now? You alive?
Yeah, a little bit. I'm having I have like a sinus pressure headache. Like if y'all can tell, like my allergies is really bothering me.
I'm asking, is it a bad thing if you're doing it not because of the money, but you're just a sexual person?
No, not at all. Right. Y'all know me. I definitely I vibe off of doing what you want to do and what feels comfortable for you. I understand it's going to be
because people be like, I don't want people to see my person like that. You ain't the only nigga that saw your person like that. What is the difference?
No, I definitely get that. Like some people aren't able to handle or deal with individuals who want to live in their truth, and sometimes it's a sexual truth. Like I get it. But my thing is, it's like, do you want to be stifled and not live in your truth and do what it is that you want to do? Still having some sort of respect. Is there like a happy medium that could be met? Like, you know what I mean? But I don't think it's wrong at all. I think you just have to, find a happy place for yourself and for the people around you.
All right, people, that was our entertainment quick spin. Does anybody have any more questions or comments or anything they need to get off their chest before we get up out of here, man? What's the word? Everybody dead today? I feel like I had the hardest weekend and everybody else was like, y'all sad. Like, why y'all sad?
My weekend was cool. It was quiet. You did have the hardest weekend, too.
Like, why is people sad? I'm confused.
I'm cool, man. I had opportunity to kick it with people, so.
Right. I'm talking about why is the country quiet today? Like,
yeah. I know. I saw a few people saying, they were still celebrating and stuff. their Father's Day, Father's Day festivities.
They're not
Yeah. They
celebrating.
popped in and said, hey, just saying hey, still celebrating, the Father's Day. So
Yeah.
They eating their own barbecue cookout that they cook for themselves,
because
and
listen,
got a plate.
I
That's
was
their Father's Day.
facts. I was doing that. I barbecued yesterday and I definitely was eating my own, getting
That is
high
not
off my own
their Father's
supply.
Day. That is you feeding yourself.
No, I did it for Father's Day. I did it for Tez and my folks and stuff. So,
What did you do, Ish?
I
You
cooked.
cooked?
Yeah.
Would you not have cooked?
Yeah, but maybe not grilled.
So
Like I would have cooked a little something, but I grilled it. Got a new grill. Did the thing. But I get what y'all saying. I get what you're saying.
yeah, that's not celebrating Father's Day. I'm sorry.
I don't know.
Angelia, do you need to get something off your chest? What is happening? You got something to speak upon? Everybody's going to see this? Now y'all about to make me start cussing again. Now everybody's going through something. What is everybody going through, man? This is a safe space for you to vent, people. What is happening out here? Everybody's going through something. They got a lot going on. Everybody's processing. What is happening? Speak your piece, people. Everybody want to be quiet. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Enjoy. Proceed. Y'all got anything y'all want to say?
Oh.
Either one of y'all. Because the kanji is going through something.
Prayers up. Prayers up for those people. Pastor Zeke, those should be your words of encouragement.
I say prayers up.
Oh, you did? Okay. Prayers up to those who are going through things.
It's always up,
Feel better.
Who you talking to, Ish?
Diana. Yeah, feel better, Diana.
I'm tired. It's been a busy week.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to the kanji because y'all told me y'all wasn't old, but sounds a little oldish.
That sounds a little oldish.
It sounds a little oldish.
I'm old.
Sounds a little oldish. Sounds a little oldish.
I'm old for sure.
All right. Now going to 60 seconds. What's up?
Been away from reality for a little minute past week. You know what I mean? Been vibing with the little folks. So it's always good to get an opportunity to get around your people. Take advantage of those opportunities to get around your people and love on your people. I had a great conversation, which put a lot of things in perspective. And one of these, this is a person who, I get a lot of inspiration from, tutelage and love. And I'm talking about my Aunt Daisy. Shout out to Aunt Daisy. She had her 85th birthday yesterday. So shout outs to her. And I'm such a happy person because someone like her in my life, just to love on, to receive love, to give love, a source of inspiration and just a source of, a wealth of knowledge. I actually had an opportunity to sit down and speak with her. And she uncovered a lot of different things that I had never known about herself. And it just helps you to come to appreciate a person's journey. And I say it to say, sometimes we have people in our lives, be it family or friends, and yeah, we have conversations with them, but we don't really have conversations with them. We don't get an opportunity to sit and pick their brains on the things that they've learned, the experiences they experienced. And one of the things that, she's experienced, and I asked if I could talk about this, was her growing up and going through those times of, the Jim Crow laws and the segregations of her being from the South and still living in the South and having to deal with that. Where she told me she had to sneak off and go to school, because, the person who, with overseeing them, wasn't allowing that. You know, having to eat scraps, having to use a side door only for cupboards and, things like that, which nowadays my generation never had to experience that. My generation or the generation that preceded me never had to feel that or understand that. And it puts things in perspective. The things that we complain about going to work, the things that we complain about, the things that we have opportunities or the opportunities that are presented to us, or just the freedom that we have, are made possible from generations before us. They had to bear the brunt of those times only for us to be able to live freely somewhat and have a lot more rights and a lot more access to things than they did. So what we need to do is we need to allow ourselves to then go out there and do work for these newer generations, for them to um, be able to live through freely and be the barrier, break down those barriers and those restraints that we may face in order for them to be able to roam freely. So this opportunity this past week, just having conversations with people like her and just being around family, has renewed my vigor, has given me a new step in life, and also just helped me to, understand what real love looks like. So I implore you to lean on those individuals who come before us, be it family members or friends. Pick their brain and see exactly where they came from and how they got there and how they got to where they are now. And I guarantee you'll figure out some things that will help you in life to make, those moves and just add quality of life to your life and then to those that come, after us. So my make it make sense this week is just turn to the person to your right or to your left and ask them, who are you? And they may look at you and be like, what? You know who I am. No, who really are you? What does that mean? What does you mean? Where you come from? What is your story? Help me to understand and appreciate you. You'll get an understanding and a better sense of a person's journey, which led them to where they are now. And hopefully you'll get an opportunity to see exactly how they got there and why how they are made now. All right. And then to you, all those gems that come out will help you to appreciate why they love you so much to be able to give you that information that they may have held close to their vest. So again, let love live, and not just in the terms of relationships with your significant other, but let love live throughout yourself so you can also let love live through other generations that come before and generations that come after. Let the generation that came after us know that you're continuing on their legacy, but also you're continuing on their legacy by pumping into the generation that comes after us as well. So you can continue that journey that they set forth at first in order for you to be at where you're at now and going even further. So that's my going in 60 seconds. I thank you again for taking the time out to join us this week. I know we did a lot last week and a lot this week, anticipating this show here. One thing that we do always want to stress is our creative process is our own creative process. How we talk is how we talk. We're comfortable within our own skin. Our beliefs are our beliefs. And yes, we even sit back, the three of us sit back and we rewatch things and we retalk things out. And we even come to different standpoints and different opinions based upon the information that's now being brought forth to us by way of this conversation that we house every Thursday and Sunday, which leads up to Uncensored Minds. So thank you for continuously rocking with us. Thank you for continuously blessing us with your presence and your love. But more importantly, thank you for supporting us here at Uncensored Minds. We're trending towards our 200th show. So what you're going to see is you're going to start to see a lot of different things that you may have never seen before. So it's a process, and the process needs to happen. right? Because we're growing, we're getting bigger, we're getting stronger, we're getting a lot more educated. So what that means is we're going to implore our education and giving you more content. So you'll get the audio version before you may get the visual version. Then you'll get integrations of that visual version in different segments throughout the week, which will then culminate to you getting the actual show in its entirety towards the end, which will get you ready for this here. So continue to grow with us, continue to be patient with us, but continue to allow us to be us. Thank you.
That was beautifully said, good brother. I don't even know if I could speak after that.
Yes.
Message for the week.
One thing before I jump into eat shit, I'm going to get in it. Can y'all help me wish my aunt a happy 85th birthday? So in the comments, can y'all say happy birthday, Aunt Daisy? Because she said she's all of our aunt. She said she's lived long enough to consider herself aunties to all of us. So can you please help me help my aunt feel loved and special on her 85th birthday, which was yesterday, but we celebrating it all week. Happy birthday, Aunt Daisy. I love you. And so does everyone else here love you as well. Thank you.
Happy birthday, Aunt Daisy.
Happy birthday, Aunt Daisy. Look at that girl, them Daisy Duke song. Oh, bad.
Only 10.
I was reverted.
Only 10. Only Pastor Zeke.
Yeah, I mean, I was reverted. My bad.
I cannot. Backslid. He done backslid.
What's up, Aisha? You got a message for the week?
Flaws. We all have them.
Sure.
Right?
Everybody perfect.
No. Nobody's perfect. But flaws. Embrace them. Work on them. Get better. Don't be afraid of them. They make up who you are. One day at a time. Take those flaws and build on them. And it's going to make a better you.
That's a fact. Acknowledgement of those flaws are important.
Yeah.
I've done a lot of self work, and I continue to do a lot of self work. Just like I said earlier, because I like to bother y'all about y'all shit. A lot of these are because these are things that I've seen in myself and done as well, and have worked through and continue to work through. I'm a person who would shut people out. So whenever something annoyed me or things of that nature, instead of addressing it, I would normally just cut you off or shut you out. And there's a growth process to get through that. And then, you have to share your knowledge as well. First of all, this nigga
having a party down there while you.
This is why I can't get serious, because
this wasn't why I'm always laughing.
This moment, here he go. Here you go. Every time I try to have a serious moment, here you go.
I can't.
but like I was saying, man, in honor of Father's Day, man, the thing that we always think that we have is time, and that's an illusion. So please, take the time to have some laughter, enjoy yourself, do the things that you like to do, because time is not promised to nobody, and tomorrow waits for no man. So that is my message for the week, man. So Uncensored Minds, people, this is episode 185. I guess everybody have a good one, man. We're going to keep it pushing.
Have a great week.
Have a great week, people. Deuces.
Why there ain't no special shit for deuces? Like it should be.